Okay, so everything's in order now. All right, guys. So yeah, the title says it's true. I'm back from the convention. I came back home like I was like an hour and a half ago, but I spent some of that time eating and taking a shower or whatnot. So I'm back, and obviously I had freaking technical issues as well. I don't know the hell was going on my freaking computer, but I just did a little restart, and then we're back into it. So it's working again. So yeah, I'm back from the anime convention. Um, for my first time there, it was actually pretty fine. It went out better than I expect. I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't as better than I expect. It went as better than I expected it to be, but I still wish there was more stuff and like more like merchandise. Because when I got there, the merchandise is pretty limited. Like there wasn't any posters left. Um, well, at least yeah, there wasn't any more posters, and then, and then like the mangas, they're kind of like scattered. It's like someone would pick up like they'd be like one, two, three, and they'd be like six, seven, eight. It's like it skips over, so they didn't have all the mangas. And obviously where I live, some fucking Quebec, stupid Quebec. Obviously they want to have French as the fucking main language bullshit. So a lot of the manga were in French. So yeah, but when I came in there, it was a very long line, very long line. Um, it wasn't very long. It went as fast as I expected it to be. Let me put on some like music or some shit. Actually no, bring back that one, not that one. Okay, fuck it then. Maybe I could put some like freaking like lo-fi or some shit. Yeah. So next, I came back from the anime convention. Basically, I didn't really do much per se. Let me show you. Let me show you the badge because yeah, I'm back. I don't know why. I don't know if music's going on. So at the anime convention, there was not that much. Well, there was stuff there, but like a lot of things that a lot of the events that were there, I didn't really know. I didn't really know what people were, so I didn't really care. But I did keep the badge because they'll let me keep the badge. So we have so basically the map was there was the first floor, which is basically the first floor is basically like not a relaxation spot, but it's pretty much like the basement, right? It's the yeah, it's void Edaki Express, but it's pretty empty, so you don't want to go there. The second floor is the main floor, which we had all the events, the autographs, the exhibition stuff, the green room. I didn't go into the green room. That was sad. I didn't go into. I didn't know where the green room was, but so I didn't go in there. Then we had the exhibition hall. I think I went in there, but I didn't do anything. Any autographs. Didn't go in there, unfortunately. Uh, and then we had the events. I didn't have like so many edit tickets, so I wasn't able to do so many events. First stage was basically the presentations. Jeez, not the first stage. I don't know. I hate when they use yellow. I hate why are you using freaking banana yellow? So they had like panels and stuff like that. Now they did have the. I was mostly at the manga library, but they had Evangelion, right? They had They had like a whole freaking manga collection, and I was asking, hey, because they're in English. I'm like, okay, how about I buy all of them? And then told me like, oh no, it's not for sale, not for sale. So basically, the whole point of manga library was that you read the mangas. It's basically a library. You borrow the mangas and you read them in there, and then when you're done with them, you put them back and they give you back your badge. But there was something that you could have bought. There was something I could have bought, but they were all in French. Like I really skimmed through a lot of them. Like they had both adaptations of the Apothecary Diaries manga. They had like Soul Leveling. They had Baki. They had like other stuff, and they were all in French, which was it was unfortunate. That's one thing I hate about living. That's one thing about living in Quebec. It's like they're trying to enforce French, so it's like yeah, everything, most things gotta be French. So I was like, yeah, all the manga were French. They had the collection of Evangelion there, but it wasn't for sale. I was only able to borrow them, and that's it. It sucked. I read the first 15 chapters, so maybe I'll get into it later on. So also they also had they had a dance hall. I didn't go into it. It was basically just like it's basically like uh yeah, the DJ in the in like the right hand corner, and then he's playing music and you just jump around or whatever. And then next to it was the video games. So like there's tournaments, like Tetris tournaments, Smash tournaments, all that stuff. And then next to that, on the left, like basically you go up there's like escalators or staircases you can take up, or an elevator. You can take either of the three methods, and you get up to the second floor. And then you go on your left, you see like a small hallway. So on the small hallway, there was like videos. So basically, they'll have anime playing. So I remember they had Daemons of the Shadow Realm. They had that playing. They had Richard Atelier playing. They had some yaoi shit playing. I know that they had a whole like section just for yaoi, which was very hilarious. And then they had like two other sections for other animes. And then when you turn left, there's another section for like anime and stuff like that. And then when you turn left again, there's like a competition. So when I went there at the time, there was a lip sync battle, which was it wasn't a fucking lip sync battle. It was just dancing. It wasn't a fucking lip sync battle. It was basically just dancing. And then I don't know why they call it lip sync battle. I don't know, it's called lip sync dance, some shit, whatever. But that these people are fucking lip sync. But anyways, yeah, so they had that, and then they had so then they had that. So the one that I mostly spent my time on was I spent a majority of my time at the manga library. I was literally reading Evangelion for like 15 chapters. They had the whole like volume thing. So they had like 4 batches. They had like 4 volumes of like 3 volumes each. It's like a collection. So they had like collection with like 3 volumes per collection. So it's like that was easy like 12 volumes that they had there, but I couldn't buy them. So what I got so I went to the panels. The panels I didn't go into the panels because some of the panels were really interesting, but I did most of the videos. So one thing that I did watch was the second episode of Killed Again Mr. Detective. I watched the first episode. Oh, that's not the right one. Well, there was that one too. My status as an assassin overly exceeds the heroes. That was there too. It was playing for a bit. I think it was episodes 1 through 5. But I'm pretty sure I watched all. Wait, let me see. No, I don't remember. Yeah, so I watched majority of that. So I didn't really need to watch it. And then I mean, I have a lot of videos recorded on my phone. So I always go back and like see which which videos are playing on during that time. But one of them was ReZero. It was season 4, so I couldn't watch it. So I'm so fucking behind ReZero. So it's like, right. And then they had this movie called. It wasn't a movie, but it's like a limited series called what's it called? Is it called Virgin Punk? Yeah, it's called Virgin Punk. It's like a cyberpunk. Yeah, Virgin Punk Clockwork Girl. They had that there. Um, yeah, it's a first. They have it in parts, so it's like a short movie. Yeah, overall it was a fine movie. It was an okay movie, but it needs to be a lot explaining, like what the fuck is like the whole organization and all that shit. But like, yeah, they had that, and then they had like a cosplay cafe, on the top floor. They also had more events on the top floor, but like, yeah, room 710. I couldn't find it, so I don't know where the hell that was. And then they had craft zones. So basically, if you want to draw something, you draw something. There's a craft zone, arts and crafts, and then they had model expo. So you can basically build. That's funny because I went into the model expo. They just had mostly Gundams there. So it's like if you want to build a gun, I saw people building Gundams, but mostly just Gundams there. I met my freaking friend from high school. Um, there. We were talking how like we it was fun, but we were kind of disappointed how they didn't have any figurines. Like they didn't have any like anime girl figurines and shit, which was very disappointing. But yeah, and then um that Chibi Zone was basically it was like a space for kids. I didn't go in it. Obviously, didn't have any fucking kids. And then yeah, pretty much I spent the majority of time like manga searching. I did get some manga actually. It's not a lot. I got like four mangas. So I got the first three volumes of Nana. So yeah, let me see. I'll show you what it looks like. So I got the first three volumes of Nana. So I got the first three volumes of Nana. Well, volumes one, two, and three. And then I got the first novel, not the first novel, the first volume of Flagrant Foul Blooms of Dignity. They didn't have a lot of them though. And again, keep in mind, guys, fragrance, not flagrant, fragrant. Yeah, I have the first volume of this, literally like this. That's literally the first one I have right there. So yeah, they didn't really have the overall though. In terms of manga, they're pretty. Again, where I live is mostly it's like French dominant, so it's like a lot of the manga were French. If they were English, bro, I would have copped so much more manga. But like a lot of them are French, so it's like, oh, it kind of sucks how. And even then, they didn't have like the mangas in order. It's weird because they had like 3, 7, 4, 5. Like it was so weird. Like Komi, like they had a Komi can't communicate, right? And um they had Komi can't communicate, and they only had uh volume 1 and volume 34. I don't know how you missed the other freaking 32 volumes, but apparently they only had volume 1 and volume 4. Not volume 4, volume 34. It was very weird. So yeah, overall, it was fine. It was a fine convention. I just wish there was more stuff there to do because the main appeal was just basically just to watch the shit. But yeah, I just wish there was more stuff there. But hey, gotta go to the knot, right? Yeah. So I only got like a Saturday pass because there was one for 3 days because there was one for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I couldn't do Friday, right? So I was like, you know what? Well, earlier during the week, I'm thinking about, oh, maybe I should get like a 3 day pass, right? But I'm just like, ugh, not really, right? Because then I'm gonna want to bank my bucks. I'm gonna go there how many times? So they're supposed to have one Sunday, but I'm not gonna go. Only got one for Saturday. So yep. So I came out with only four mangas, sorry. Uh, but you know what? Better than something than nothing. And it's funny too, because a lot of people, they not a lot of people, but like a handful of people were kind of going all out with their like the cosplays or whatever. Most people just had like an anime like accessory, and then that's it. Let's be honest, there was a couple people that had like costumes. Those are pretty good costumes, but a lot of the costumes are obviously shonen, right? Fairy Tail, JJK. Um, I saw a couple MHA ones. I didn't see a lot of MHA ones. I saw like one Deku one. I saw like a one Deku one, maybe a Bakugo one, but no, I saw a Shoto one. I saw a Shoto one and a and a Deku one. And then I saw like an AOT one. I saw like a Mikasa one, and then and then another person. So guess that's falling off the map. But a lot of this shit was JJK. But I'm not gonna lie, I saw a lot of JJK people wear, and obviously it makes sense because obviously the season, the latest season's going on right now. So it's like obviously, I saw a couple fairy tale ones, pretty cool. I saw some One Piece ones as well. I saw a couple Black Clovers. Um, I saw some Pokemon ones too. I saw a couple Ada Wong cosplay. Saw some Chainsaw Man ones too. So yeah, overall, I saw a couple of Uma Musume ones as well. But yeah, overall, it was fine. It was a fine one. Like the line pissed me off the most because I pre-registered, and it's just like, what's kind of point at this point, man? Like I understand, like it was a quick in and out. 'Cause I pre-registered it, so I got the tickets and all that stuff. So all you have to do is just show my ID, and then I got in pretty quickly. But yeah, it was stupid. The couple in front of me was pissing me the fuck off because I was waiting in line, and then like there was the boyfriend and the girlfriend. The girlfriend was all dressed up in like magical girl shit, called Captain Soccer type shit. And then like every time we stopped, right? Every time we stopped to walk, because like, obviously it's a line, so you have to walk and stop and walk and stop. Every time we stopped, she would always fucking kneel down. It was so annoying, bro. It was just so fucking annoying. And like the boyfriend was like, he kind of had. It wasn't even the boyfriend kind of had to kneel down too. And then when the line started to walk in, and the boyfriend had to kind of stand up and kind of just signal her that, yeah, yo, it's time to walk. So it's like, yeah, that was freaking annoying too. But you know what? I got into a pretty. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be, but yeah, overall enjoyable. Um, it is. I would say right now it is much more better with friends. Like when we go to conventions, it's so much more better with friends because it's just like some moments. It's just like sometimes when you're like doing shit, like obviously when you're doing like the manga library, obviously it's better to be alone during that time. But it's like when it's like other shit, but like conventions, when it comes to like watching the shows and all that shit, it's better. I would say right now, conventions is better with friends. It is much better with friends. It's okay to go alone sometimes, but obviously conventions are much better with friends around. Um, but yeah, but that's pretty much what I did. I didn't do a lot. I Here's the thing. There was a One Piece box set. I feel so stupid I didn't get this. There was a One Piece box set. They had one. We only had one. It was for $280. They had volumes 1 from 23. So basically from East Blue or Romance Dawn to the end of Alabasta. And I feel so fucking stupid that I didn't get it because I was like, you know what? It's too expensive. It's $280. Like I don't have that fucking money to do that shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I'm not gonna get it. And then it was like around 8 o'clock. I just finished watching Virgin Punk Clockwork Girl. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna be here for one day. But I'm only here for Saturday. I'll go back downstairs and get the One Piece box. Come back down, merch store closed. And it's funny too, cause the merch store closes out. Cause the convention today closed at 1. It closed at 1 today. Thought closed at 10, but closed at 1 o'clock. I came in there, bro. Merch store is closed. So I'm just like, I was seething in the inside. 'Cause I'm just like, I could have just gotten a One Piece box right fucking there. Okay, because I had the bag that they gave me, my backpack, and I had 2 extra bags. I could have gone that One Piece fucking bag. I could have gone that One Piece fucking box set, and I didn't take it, and now I'm never gonna see it ever again. 208. I'm pretty sure that same One Piece box set is gonna be for more. Hold on, let me see. East Blue to Baroque Works box set. Oh, actually, no. This is American. This is American stuff. This is American prices. I'm using a VPN, so this is American fuck prices. But yeah, yeah. They had this box set. Shit. Fuck. Let me see. Let me show you what it was. It was this one right here. They had this box set, and I fucking missed it. 'Cause I was like, you know what? I don't. No, I have the money for it, but I'm just like, I have to save a little bit. Damn. I came back. You know what? Fuck it. I'm only gonna be here for one day. Wanna get the box set? Came back. The merch store is closed. Oh my god. I feel so fucking stupid. I didn't get the box set. I'm happy that I got some Nana and stuff like that, but if I got the One Piece box set, oh my goodness, man, I would have been fucking ecstatic. But I didn't. So now I feel stupid. But yeah, overall, I thought I was actually to get more. Because here's the thing, I wish that I wanted to get posters, but by the time I came in though, all the posters were gone. Like they had no posters. So by the time I came in and actually went to a merch store, no posters. So they only had shirts. Went to get a shirt that I wanted to get. It was like a cool retros shirt, a Takufan shirt. Nope, they only had it in 2XL. Okay, I got another shirt. They didn't have large, so I had to get XL. Like, oh man, yeah, I learned a lesson. When you're going to conventions, go early. Go early, man. Go. Don't go. I went in the afternoon, and it was, and a lot of shit was gone. So it's like, when you going to a convention next time, bro, go in the afternoon. Not afternoon. Go like high noon, late morning. So that way you're first one there. You get all this. You get first access to all the shit. But yeah, I wish I could have been there longer until I could. I would honestly I would have pulled a fucking all night. I would have been there till fucking 1. I would have been there till 1. But obviously, I take public transit, so I don't have a car. So yeah, that was gonna fucking work out. So overall, it was a fun experience. I had the bag as souvenir. I have the badge as proof. I have the Nana volumes, the free Nana volumes, and the fake Fallen Blooms volume right there. So you know what? I got something physical. That's what matters to me. But yeah, I wish I got more. I bought two shopping bags. I thought I was gonna use these two shopping bags, but I guess I didn't. Literally only used the one that they gave me. But yeah. Yeah, overall, it was fine. Yeah, again, I recommend you go with friends. It's much better if you go with friends or like your partner or whatever. It's much more funner that way. But yeah. But anyways, enough about me. Let's get on to some reactions. And yeah, let's get on to some reactions. Let's see. Um, let me choose a video. Give me a second, guys. Let me choose a video of you guys. Could have sworn I have some. Uh, light novel versus web novels. The real difference. Give me a second, guys. Okay. You can watch this one. I'll show it. Give me a second, guys.
Together, and they made a whole bunch.
Okay, so let me get something. Let me get my juice real quick. Let me try to fit it all in one thing. I'm trying to fit it all in one thing. Because full screening kind of changes everything. It sucks, but it's like, what can you do about it? Okay, let me get my juice. Give me a second, guys. I got two fridges. I got a downstairs fridge and an upstairs fridge. So literally, I ain't gotta go upstairs to get my juice. All I gotta do is walk. All I gotta do is walk. All I gotta do is exit out my room, pick up the juice, and then I'm back in my room. So yeah, let's do some reactions. Uh, I did watch a little bit on my own, but I'm like, you know what? I'll finish. Let's finish it up at the. Let's finish it up at the thing. Let's do this.
You sell your soul for content. Yeah, I remember Prime. I haven't seen anything from him in a while, but at one point he was a really big streamer. He used to collab consistently with Aiden Ross, who at that time was the biggest streamer in the world. And now I guess he's homeless and he's committing robberies.
So I want to talk about one of the lamest
Whoa.
streamers in streaming history, Izzy Prime. And I want to talk about him because out of every streamer I've seen, he's probably the epitome of selling your soul. And I know when people talk about selling your soul, it always goes into some
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. Every time I freaking exit out the screen, I gotta do shit like this. I gotta do a whole readjustment. Maybe if I lock it. Maybe if it's locked. Maybe because I unlock it. Let me try. Let me try something. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. Where it's like, oh, you try to put it, you trying to full screen it, then it's like it just switches, it just changes up everything. Maybe because it's on the display capture. That could be the reason why as well. Because it's on for me. It's on window capture, not display capture. You know what I'm saying?
type of conspiratorial talk. And
Right.
while I do consider myself a conspiracy nut, I have to make the distinction that selling your soul isn't going to a shadowy back alleyway where you make a deal with Satan. It's compromising your morals and your character all in the pursuit of gaining something.
Yeah,
And
that's
Yeah.
a huge assumption. It's given a lot of credit. That is to assume that there were any morals to lose to begin with.
Izzy Prime fits this right to a T. And to be honest, everyone you're about to see today could probably fall under the category of selling your soul. Because not only are they a nightmare blunt rotation, I would rather smoke a cigarette than step in a room with any of these jokers.
Oh, let's be real here. If given the opportunity to be in one of these rooms, you would take it.
Yeah. That's facts. That's the thing, man. People say that. That's funny. People say that until they're actually in that situation. Then they'll sing a whole different tune, bro. I agree. I agree with PMP here. You say that, but if you're actually in that situation, you would not be saying that shit. I would saying that right now. Like, stop the cat, bro.
From outside the club that you can't even get in. Let's just be honest here. Let's be honest here. I'm certainly not above it. I'd be there. But let's be honest here.
Izzy Prime, in particular, is one of the weirdest, most reckless streamers I've ever seen. And not only is he reckless and weird, but he's also a little bit of a creep. But if this tea interests you, twin, you might as well come and tap in. Comment for the algorithm. Okay, so before I get into some of the crazier things that happened to
We gotta
Prime,
lock
like
in on
him
this
getting a Nerf gun pointed at his head, I thought we should start with some of the more tame things. Well, maybe not tame, but I guess we can start with things in chronological order. Last month, Prime was charged with 5 different things.
Damn.
False imprisonment, resisting officer, battery/domestic violence, battery/domestic violence by strangulation.
Jeez.
And if you're familiar,
He doing everything but getting a job.
Facts.
Just get a job. That's an option. Like for a lot of these streamers that are used to this internet money and then they go broke, their ego is too big. I am not above it.
Facts. That's the reason why they don't want to get a job. Because here's the thing. If they get a job, it's basically admitting to themselves that they failed. Right? So that's basically what it is. It's that pride. Yeah, as what PMP said, it's that ego. It's the admission. It's basically you don't want. It's the denial of you fell off. That's basically what it is. Because yeah, Prime he was mostly associated with Aiden, with Aiden Ross and Speed and stuff like that. Well, obviously Speed was associated with Aiden Ross, so that way basically Prime was also associated with Speed because him since Speed and Aiden Ross would collaborate, and obviously Prime was like Aiden Ross's fucking was part of Aiden Ross's entourage. He basically was associated with Speed. Anyways, that's getting into semantics. The whole point is that yeah, it's basically if he gets a regular job, it's essentially admitting that he failed. And obviously, when you're making internet money, like sometimes that's the thing. Internet money is extremely volatile. It is very, very volatile. That means that you could be making bank 1 month and then next to fucking nothing the next month. So, and like obviously, if you have a controversy, right? If you have a controversy or that, all that shit can go down in a flash. So it's like you really have to keep your shit squeaky fucking clean, or else it's fucking game over. And obviously algorithms change, people fall on and off, right? You have fucking like for example like T Pendel, he was getting millions of views back in the day, in the heyday, like 10 years ago, and then now he's barely cracking 10K. So it's again all the algorithms, all that shit changes, and unfortunately, if you don't ride that wave, or if you obviously ain't got the entertainment factor into you, then like unfortunately, you fall off. So, and obviously, variety is key. Like obviously, people would say, stick to one thing and do extremely good, but that's still rare. Most people do multiple things at once in order to have a bigger chance of getting that, getting that, uh, uh, fan base and that shit. But the thing is that obviously he didn't think about. From what I'm hearing, fucking Prime didn't really think about that shit. And as soon as Aiden Ross and him cut off, he fell off. And now Aiden Ross, he's on Kick doing whatever. I don't know what the fuck he's doing on Kick. I don't know. Obviously, I think he got banned on Twitch, so that's why he's on Kick. I don't know what he's doing on Kick. I don't go on Kick, so I don't know what's going on in Kick. So apparently he's making bank on Kick. So you know what? He's doing his thing, and then obviously he's struggling. So it's the okay. Back to what we were pointing is, it's an ego thing, and if he got a regular job, it's basically the admission of he failed and he failed as a content creator. That's basically what it is. It's just that denial. Is that he's in denial, but that's pretty clear.
YouTube shuts down tomorrow, and at any moment my YouTube gets taken away. Best believe you will see me working at a job. Get get a job. Being a streamer or being a YouTuber or a content creator in general is an extreme luxury and privilege,
It is.
and it does not have a long lifespan.
That's true. It doesn't, because things change, man. Algorithms change. You know, things change from one thing to another. So, and again, that's why variety content is like so key nowadays, because you know one channel can fall off, but hey, if this one's booming, then I'm gonna focus on this one. Like that's why people have multiple channels. Is that way? It's that not only getting extra money, but it's like if one channel booms, that means the other channels can kind of die off a little bit, and then if that channel booms, then it's focus. It's just yeah. But again, yeah, as I was saying, YouTube is extremely volatile. You could be making bank 1 month and then making nothing next month. And again, as what PMP said, if YouTube just shuts down like that, what are you gonna do? So again, yeah, YouTube is very volatile. You have to because you don't get paid on subscribers, you must get paid on views. So it's like if you ain't cracking them views, no matter how many subscribers you got, right? If you ain't cracking them views, you know,
Take care of your money, and if this opportunity no longer presents itself, get a job. Brother's doing everything but getting a job. How are you doing all of these things in 1 month? That's a very, very busy month.
With Prime, you would know that this guy has an alcohol and drug problem, so he's always tweaking out, he's always
Yeah.
crashing out, and just
Mhm.
in general, he has really bad impulse control. And not to mention the people that
You'll
he
find that a lot of streamers have like bad drug addictions. Really, the only difference between like some of the most powerful people in the world and the people that are living under a bridge is their ability to function under drugs.
surrounds himself with are some of the most degenerate streamers of all time. So when you
Yeah,
got a
that's
guy
not
who
good.
has a drug
Yeah.
problem slash alcohol problem and he's around these really degenerate men who may or may not be making a lot of money, you can start to understand why he finds himself in
Yeah, because basically, it's basically an impulsive guy hanging around with other impulsive guys, and obviously, when you have a bunch of impulsivity, you're gonna say shit or do shit. It's gonna be not gonna go well. Mm.
so many compromising situations. He's definitely influenced by that LA content creator lifestyle.
Oh yeah, definitely,
But unlike his
most
early
definitely.
stories, Prime has fallen off and he's been left behind by his best buddy Aiden Ross. And when you
Yeah, I know. Aiden Ross is kick. He's doing. I think he's doing. I know he's doing well on Kick, but yeah, he fell the fuck off. Yeah, I know. He's basically his entourage, and then yeah. Aiden Ross is like, yeah, I don't need you, nigga. I don't need you, nigga. Get your black ass on somewhere. And guess what? He broke.
left behind, I can see how that would
He broke, and he's basically he broke. I'm up.
you complex. And unfortunately for Prime, he turned out to be homeless.
Nigga, I can't go back to my crib. I'm cooked, bro. So I'm homeless now. A little homeless right now.
I don't need.
Little
I don't need to know that, buddy. That's the thing, but I don't know. Wow, that's the thing too. I'm tired of people just posting posting all the private shit on the internet, bro. Like, let's be honest here. Who the fuck? Nobody's who. What? Okay, you're homeless. Okay, what now? Wait, you expect your chat to come and save your ass? Come on, bro.
We cooked. Yes.
Who's we? Who's we? Who's we, bro? I'm in my home right now behind I'm in my room, freaking sitting down drinking Minute Maid apple juice with freaking two phones on my desk and a PlayStation on it. What do you mean? What do you mean we broke? We homeless? They ain't no we. It's you. You speaking in French? Oui, c'est toi. Nous, nous, c'est vous. What the fuck you doing, bro? It's you guys. You broke. I ain't broke. Talk about we homeless. You homeless. Who's the we in this situation?
Dead ass. I don't have no crib to go to.
Yeah, why you telling me?
Yeah.
Lock in. Get your money up.
That's what I don't like, Edo. I don't like when niggas just don't. I don't like when anybody just bucket dumps the fucking like personal shit, bro. Like, oh, Prime's homeless or fucking Chibi Reviews getting fucking cheated on. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I understand you have nobody to go to now, but it's like, what do you expect to happen? Like, you expect us to come and save the day, bro? Come on, bro. We ain't Superman. Pity party my ass, bro.
Not your funny up. At this point, being homeless as a man is just character development. There are many of men that have to take on the side quest of homelessness. I once was also homeless. I'm sure I could have called my parents for help, but instead, I realized they got their own problems, so I got to figure it out for myself, and it built a lot of character, and I won't let it happen again. Get your funny up, not your funny up. Why are you telling me? You should be trying to fill out applications. You telling the wrong people.
One to God, I don't. I'm going live because I ain't been live in a minute, bro. They can kick me out. They definitely did. I fell off because of myself, but mainly because it's around me. Because is acting like they didn't want to with me and shit. So
Cause you never did. You were a joke. And it's funny, you're getting that self awareness now. When you got that self awareness when it's too late. Now look at you, you homeless. You're damn homeless. And now you realize that shit now.
with my damn, my viewage and shit. Just inviting other niggas to do other shit, helping them with their views and shit. But niggas is on my dick, making me like acting like I'm just a bad guy and I'm not good to be around. So everybody got.
I mean, that the record a lot that if those alleged crimes are actually, if you get convicted for those alleged crimes, or I'm pretty sure he was convicted, I'm not sure, but if those crimes are true, then they have a reason to not be behind your ass, buddy. They got a reason.
That type of mentality and view of me like this is the bad person, don't bring him around, but then encourage the other people to do other bad shit. Like, it was so stupid.
To be honest,
No. He lost because he failed to build. There's no reason you should ever be streaming with the biggest streamer in the world and you haven't built anything for yourself so that when that streamer is done with you, you don't have anything. And this is what people don't understand. I feel like I got to address this because I have a podcast. And when people find out I have a podcast, which they don't really understand that it's a reaction channel, it's still the Poor Man Podcast Reacts. But they hear podcast and they think that if they come onto the podcast, they're going to have their big break. But the problem is a lot of these people have never developed the catalog. That's important. When I first started this channel, I was making videos for 8 months straight, 2 videos a day, while also working 10 to 12 hours sometimes at USPS every single day. I remember the exact morning. I did not want to wake up to make the video because I had a day off. I didn't want to do it, but I woke up anyway, made the video. It got 30,000 views. After it got that 30,000 views, I realized that all my other videos started to get views. Why? Because I built the catalog. When people seen that video, they said, oh, this guy might actually have talent. And so they went to watch my other videos because I did the work to build the catalog. Even if it's unpaid, by the way, you have to build the catalog. They went back and watched the videos and they said, oh, this guy really has talent. And then people started to subscribe. The problem with people who believe that they're just missing their 15 minutes of fame moment is even if you get your 15 minutes of fame, if you haven't done the work when you weren't getting paid for it, there's going to be nothing for people to go back to watch.
Facts.
So when he got cut out by Aiden Ross, he hadn't built anything from himself. He didn't have his own character.
Mm-hmm.
There are consequences for certain actions, but there are also consequences for inaction.
That's true. He had the foundation right there in his hand, and he did nothing with that foundation. Again, at that time, Aiden Ross was one of the biggest Twitch streamers. He had that foundation of being associated with Aiden Ross. But after he got cut off from Aiden Ross, he didn't do anything. Even while he was with Aiden Ross, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything solo. Right? So now, since you didn't build anything, from when you're solo or even did your own thing, since you didn't really do your own thing on the side, it's like, okay, yeah, now you call from Aiden Ross. Then okay, who's gonna be like, okay, what's that guy's doing? Nobody's really think about that because you didn't really, as what PMP said, you didn't really build anything for yourself. So it's not like people are gonna hop on to Aiden Ross and go on your channel and no, it's just like, okay, well, he's gone. I'm gonna stick to Aiden Ross because I don't know anything about this guy. So yeah. He had the foundation of being associated with one of the best streamers at that time. Well, I'm not saying best, one of the most popular. Sorry, but he was associated with one of the most popular streamers. He also was there with freaking IShowSpeed and all these rappers and shit. And even then, he didn't do nothing with all that content. He didn't do nothing with that. He did nothing with that. So he had the foundation, but since he didn't build anything, since he didn't start anything off that foundation, that foundation just crumbled, and now he has nothing.
And this is a consequence of inaction. This is a lesson to learn. This is a lesson that he's gonna have to learn. I know he's a young guy, but it's an important lesson. Very rarely do you get an opportunity, and when that opportunity presents, if you have not developed the skill for that big burst of opportunity, you will still fall flat. Because if people don't have anything to go back and see, they're not going to believe that you actually have the gift. That's the thing. So you got to do the back end work. He never did the back end work. That's why he fell flat. Hey guys, I wanted to briefly tell you about the Reaction Creator Academy.
Yeah, it is the Reaction Creator Academy. Yeah, he says IT. Yeah. I don't know what's up with these niggas with these little nose piercings, bro. I don't understand. I don't get that. I don't get the whole nose ring, nose piercing. That's some female shit, bro. I can't be doing that. For me, I got the ear piercings. That's all I want. I don't want the nose ring. I don't want the nose piercing. I don't want all that shit.
Good of a guy to be around, and as you'll find out later in the video, he's most definitely a creep. But where I will agree with him is that it is kind of crazy how these other content creators will milk and farm other degenerates, but they left crime behind. But my guess is that there's levels.
Well, I mean, it's cutthroat, homie. Let's be honest, bro. It's cutthroat, bro. If you ain't, that's the thing, bro. It's cutthroat in this world, man. In the YouTube world, it's cutthroat, bro. They'll be with you, and then one side they won't be. That's how it is, man.
To being a degenerate. Some degenerates can get better laughs. Some lolcows. Prime's flavor of degeneracy lost its novelty. His ability to be a lolcow really isn't that good compared to other lolcows. Yeah, you can get a laugh or two out of him, but at the end of the day, he's just like an alcoholed up, drugged out loser. That's kind of harsh, D. You can call it harsh, but he's literally wallowing in self-pity about how his views went down and how his friends won't help him out. I don't feel bad because I went through streaks where I was getting less than 100 views per video. I clawed myself out of the depths. When I see niggas wallowing in self-pity, all I can think is, you don't really want it that much. As you'll come to find out, the only type of content he brings to the table is just him crashing out and making it full of.
And that's the thing. For me too. I know. Like, let's be honest here. I'm averaging little to nothing. I'm averaging little to nothing, guys. That's the fact. I'm averaging little to nothing. But you know what? Guys? I'm still every little bit counts for me. That's the thing. I know I'm not gonna be like Mr. Beast, or I'm not gonna reach 1 million subscribers. Probably not. Right? Probably not in his lifetime. But you know what? I'm at least I have some consistency, right? Even if I'm not always on time, I still do my best to do like other content, and obviously bit by bit I'm getting views. Even if it's barely anything. A couple views is better than nothing. So, slow motion better than no motion, as PMP says. So it's like, I'm getting some views. I have like 8.8K views total, lifetime views. I started doing this since July of 2020. So it's just like, for me, like, obviously, yeah, this stuff I could be doing so much more. I could be streaming fucking every day, and risking my health and stuff like that. But just like, there's some things that you're gonna have to put in the back burner until you have enough time to put that effort into it. And that's the thing for me. Obviously, I have shit to do. I have my part-time job. I have my internship coming up. So it's like I have stuff, and obviously the fanfic and all that stuff. So I have a bunch of things to juggle. And obviously I want break time. Like, obviously you want to have time to relax yourself or whatever. So, you have all this stuff to juggle. So some things got to be more prioritized than others. For me, during the weekends when I have time, I'll stream. Right? I don't have to stream. Right? Like, literally, I literally said on my community page, yo, I might not be streaming like after the con. Like, period. But I'm like, you know what? And when I came back home and I washed myself, I'm like, you know what? Why not? Right? I'm here. My laptop was charged. Right? My phone's charging right now. So it's like, you know what? Why not just stream? What's stopping me from just doing a little bit of streaming? But anyways, the whole thing. But yeah, that's kind of thing. It's just that, you gotta put the work in, even if it's a little bit, of work. Still gotta put in the work. Sure, streaming. Obviously, streaming is much more easier than recording and editing all that shit. But like, you know what? It's like, even like for PMP, like for how he does things, that he gathers a bunch of clips, right, and then he bases the compilation. He adds a little commentary. That's pretty much it. Anyone can do that, but it's that consistency, and I think that's the issue. Obviously, is the consistency and the entertainment value, and I don't think Prime had an entertainment value to last long.
Himself. His content brand is selling his integrity for the view. He is literally a jester in an arena that is being spectated by faceless individuals.
And then he want help from friends that are not real friends. These are just people who
just use him. They see him the same way as the viewers see him, as a joke, as something to laugh about.
like to be degenerates, and because you were degenerate, they wanted to keep you around because degenerate people love degenerate people. These are not actually real friendships. That's the funniest part. And he also bit the hand that fed him. So the people that gave him opportunities, even though you get into it with these people, as men, we understand that you can always fix problems. There's nothing that's unfixable with time. So instead of leaving Aiden Ross's stream and starting his own stuff and building his own character, he left Aiden Ross's stream and started to become a hater. Now you're getting into unforgivable territory. Instead of just letting...
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody likes a hater, bro. That's one thing. Nobody likes a fucking hater. Because Aiden Ross didn't have an Aiden Ross. I'm only sure Aiden Ross he didn't have he didn't have a person to bounce off to. He just kind of did all his own shit and slowly rose to the top. But whatever. But yeah, even then, like that's the worst thing too. When you're a hater, man. When you're a hater, it's like sometimes being a hater is like that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with being a hater because even being a hater can bring you with some sort of entertainment or some sort of catch. But it's like if being a hater is all you are, then that's a problem. And I think obviously Prime was too caught up in his feelings and obviously his hating attitude and unfortunately I think you're just mad that he wasn't as popular as Aiden was, even though, that's he got his foundation or he got his thing launch padded from Aiden.
Be bygones and say, look, we just ended on we ended on good terms. I'm just gonna do my own thing now and developing his own character. What's gonna happen is this: when you start becoming a hater, you're gonna get a big boost originally, like right away,
Yep.
from the people who hate the guy
Yep.
that you're hating on.
But if that's all you are, if you're just I'm a hater of Aiden Ross, that's not gonna last long. I'm sorry, man. Unless it's like some like fucking Asmongold type shit or Hassan type shit. If you're just a hater of this one guy, it's gonna wear down pretty quickly. Just like, yeah, okay, yeah, we had your fun, then they leave.
You're just giving them more fuel to hate this guy, so they're gonna watch you for a little bit, but they always go back to the person that they hate because haters are the most loyal to the people that they hate. And so you got a big boost right when you were done with Aiden Ross, but you never capitalized on it. You bit the hand that fed you. And now that everybody got the drama, everybody understands the beef. Now they're like, what else? And you had nothing else. You had nothing else.
I talk about that a lot and I reference that a lot, but it's honestly really sad. And this verbiage is going to be crazy, but he's quite literally pimping himself out to the faceless individuals of the kick streaming community. Tell me that's not loser behavior. What I'm trying to say is that he brings this woe is me type of energy to the streamer space. You feel me?
Adden said he didn't want you around because of yo drunk moments, but he cool with sweater and he way worse off alcohol.
Literally said, like, it don't make sense, bro. The nigga just stopped liking me, bro, for some reason. It's no excuse, bro.
Is that all we talk? Yeah, is that like again? It's Aiden Ross, Aiden Ross, Aiden Ross, and that fucking SpongeBob, bro. Come on, man.
Turks and Caicos and shit, bro. It's just dick ride me, gang. I don't know why.
See, your whole bit can't be this. Your whole bit can't be attached to another person's name because that gets old. You have to build your own thing.
I just made the be dick road.
And here's the thing, bro. It's not that you're made to get dick road. I can tell you that as a fact. It's that you don't respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself on the internet, why would people respect you? If
Yeah,
you remember
exactly.
The video, The Art of Humiliating Yourself for Views, I kind of touch on this topic. How you portray and how you treat yourself on the internet is what gives others the idea of how they can treat you. If you turn yourself into a content cow that can be milked and squeezed and made fun of, people think they have permission to do the same thing to you. Prime, you genuinely act like a loser, so people feel like they have permission to treat you as such, and I just don't feel bad for you. Mind you, he literally got on a phone and started pressing another streamer, Ronaldo, Stable Ronaldo, about why he unfollowed him on socials. Tell me that's not the corniest thing you've ever seen. We all haven't seen it yet, so take a look.
Right.
Hey, homie. Hey, look, on GDN, why the f you won't follow me, dude? On everything.
You know that's a Chicago guy. He said on GDN. Whoa. He said 6-4 to the world blow.
Yeah. Instagram, TikTok.
Nigga,
What you is? Wait, no. Let's hear it. I don't run my account. Go ahead.
No, I run my shit. You posted some bullshit on my timeline.
What's
Yo, shut the fuck up, man.
Hold on. Right. Where you posted, Ron?
Nick was with you when you weren't even famous. You was falling out. You was with your ass when you was crying in the Discord like, hey, I fell off, man. Now, out in my position. Now you blew up. You won't follow me.
We caught.
I'm gonna say a
There's no loyalty in this.
Yeah, it's cutthroat.
Why do you expect loyalty? It's just if you poppin'. If you poppin', people want you around. If you ain't, they don't. It's a very simple formula. Not even really hard to understand. They don't actually care about each other. I mean, why would they?
controversial opinion, okay? So for all of you aspiring creatives or content creators or musicians, hear me and hear me well. It is okay to cut someone off if you no longer align with them. Just being present at the time of you being down does not mean that you have to owe this person your eternal loyalty. There's plenty of
Facts.
people that knew me or were my friends at the time before I even blew up on YouTube. And mind you, some of them I don't even talk to anymore because they were not for me. The only people I still talk to that knew me beforehand were the people that truly touched my heart and truly poured into me. Just being present is not enough. You need to
Yeah.
actually establish a bond and a
It
connection.
was crazy because there's no money in rugby. You get paid in gum and injuries, and I know somebody's gonna say it in the comments, and it is coming. I used to play rugby for the USA national team, right? So I was technically professional, but I remember sitting down for my contract, bro, and they were trying to pay me $750 a month
What?
living in California. This was right after I had like a career, damn near.
That's not even event. That's not even.
Right, like I had like a
Oh shit.
massive sciatica. So when I was working at USP as walking damn near 21.
That's not. That's freaking. That's not even. Jeez, man. That's less than. I make more than that, and I work part time. Gee. God damn.
1,000 steps a day. I had like bad sciatica, and I could hardly even walk when I was doing this, but I had to because I had to get the job done, right? So I basically denied the contract because who wants to get paid $750 a month? That's not sustainable, right? And I remember being in the apartment because I had to leave Chula Vista. I had to leave the Olympic Training Center. That's where I was living at the time. I had to leave because I obviously wasn't on the team anymore once I denied the contract. And I had a buddy. This is a lifelong friend of mine. He literally was just here in Texas to visit me. He just left a couple of days ago, and he spared me. I had no money, bro. I had no money. Back injury, sciatica, bad, radiating down my leg. If anybody's had any back pain, you understand what I'm talking about. It was horrible. And he like gathered up like $350 to get me a flight back to Minnesota, back to my hometown. And there are just certain things that when people do these things for you or when they show up for you in these ways, you just can't forget about it. That brother will always have my loyalty to the day either he or I go into the grave. He will have my loyalty for being for me in that moment. Great guy, great guy.
I'm just saying that this dude
It's
Prime
important to
is
have people
bitching
like that.
and moaning on the phone because another man unfollowed him on social media. That's corny. That is the corniest thing I've ever seen, and this is exactly why no one takes this man seriously. But the whole reason
Yeah.
he was in that position to call Ronaldo is because he was at the BAU Streamer House, which is ran by Cuffum. It's a whole content idea where he got a bunch of these degenerate kick streamers together, and they made a whole bunch of content. And now I want to show y'all some of the clips that they produced, starting with the fact that Prime threw a shorty in the pool just because she poured some water on him. Or I guess she shot him with a water gun.
Stop playing on me. I ain't drunk.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's normal, isn't it? Right? You shoot somebody with a water gun, you better expect to swim. I think it's the rage that he seemed to have when he did it that makes it seem worse. But yeah, if you shoot somebody with a gun, that's not a bad clip to me. If you shoot somebody with a water gun, you better be able to swim, especially if there's a pool nearby.
Facts.
A little aggressive, but
In the clip, he says he's not drunk, but trust me, he is definitely under the influence.
Oh yeah, that for
What
sure.
I want to mention is that he clearly feels bothered being in this environment with all these people, but the reason he's there is because he needs to make content and he's trying to get some buzz out of his name.
Bro, man's wearing Tim's, bro. Come on, bro. You're in the fucking this hot out. This is probably LA or some shit, some type of shit, LA or some Miami type shit. You're in the coast and you're wearing boots, bro, Timberland boots.
I don't mean to spoil the video, but he even says, "Let me go viral." And the whole reason he's saying "let me go viral" is because he has a motive, and that motive is to change his situation, and he's willing to do so even if he has to compromise himself. Hence why he sold his soul. But before we even get to that, let me show you guys the clip where this guy gets.
And that's the thing, man. It's that self-respect. If you ain't got self-respect, if you ain't got respect for yourself, who's gonna respect you? Like, that's the thing. If you ain't got self-respect, bro, why do you expect others to respect you? Why do you expect people to treat you with respect? You wouldn't respect yourself, homie.
Water sprayed on him again, but this time he tries to fight the dude that did it, and he just ends up getting subdued.
Bro, he's just a clown, bro. That's like literally they just use him to cause obviously fights are drama. Fights is automatic. Like drama when you come on the fights and shit. Fights is automatic content right there. So you spray water on this. You spray water on this crash out. Of course it's good. Of course that's free content, bro. They're just teasing you, but they're literally rage baiting. They're literally rage baiting this guy. Clear as day.
And that's what I mean
Anybody being held back don't really want to fight.
Facts.
Want attention.
when I say this guy is clearly under the influence. Now, don't get me wrong. All the people in that house right there, I wouldn't want to be around them. You couldn't pay me any money to be around all those dark spirits. But Prime is entirely in the wrong here. He's like straight up tripping. Now, it's one thing to be a little...
I wouldn't say that. Again, you spray water on somebody, bro. That's that. I'll get pissed off because because if you throw a chick in the water, right? Clearly it's basically telling people, hey, don't do that shit. Don't freaking spray me with water. And then some fucking retard comes in and sprays me with water again. It's like obviously he's gonna crash out. But clearly again, they're just using him for content. This is what this is. It's clear as day. They're just using you. They're just pissing you off on purpose because everyone knows that you're a crash out. Then they know that you're a crash out. We all know that shit. So they're just using you using you. That way you can get mad, and that way you can crash out and try to fight somebody. And obviously fights equal content.
annoyed if someone sprayed you with water.
Right.
But the dude sprayed him with the water at a distance, so I just can't imagine that any meaningful amount of water even hit this guy. And the elephant in the room is that it's literally just water. You can stand outside and dry off. It's not like he got a bucket of water dumped on him. He got a little bit of a water gun sprayed on him, and he proceeds to crash out and tries to escalate it into a physical conflict. And that's what I mean when I say
No,
this brand of
here's the thing. Again, again, I think anyone would get mad if they spray water on somebody. But that's just not my problem. My problem is that it is so obvious that these people are just using him. It's so obvious. You had the chick literally getting literally getting slammed getting thrown into the water. Basically telling people, yeah, don't fucking throw water at me. Don't shoot water at me. But yeah, you have this one dude right here spraying a water gun at you. Clearly, they're just using you to piss you off so you can crash out and make drama and make clips. They're literally just clip farming you, bro. That's literally what this is. Like, if here's the thing. Again, if the girl getting thrown into the water wasn't the fucking thing to tell people that, yeah, stop it, that's obviously telling you that they don't care. They want a clip off of you to get money off of you. That's it, bro. It's so obvious. If people didn't fucking get turned away from the whole girl in the water thing, they don't care, bro. They get money from it. They get a clip.
see is just being a jester. This guy is a straight up loon.
Jester is
He's
crazy.
pimping himself out for the kick chat, and I just don't feel bad for him at all. After this, he tries to press the situation after the fact, and he goes out in the worst way possible. I'm gonna let a lot of this clip play out, so if it's too long, I'm sorry, but you just have to see how
Okay.
crazy this nigga is. Words can't be used to describe it.
Literally, people say, yo, it's this content, bro. It's content. Literally, that's literally what they're using Prime for. Is content. It's literally just for content, bro. They don't actually fucking care, bro. They're just using you for content, man. Just what it is. Okay, okay, come on, bro. Don't blame your friends, bro. They ain't forced the ball down your throat. You did it. You drank it yourself, buddy. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
Crazy how you complain about wanting your friends to help you, but you're not even willing to help yourself. And when your friends are trying to give you advice that could help you, you just don't. You don't take it. You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. Eventually, at some point, you got to be willing to help yourself. You do. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Get the fuck up. Get up. Hold this. Your ass is going to sleep, brother. I ain't gonna lie. You tripping, nigga. He is not coming back out.
At this point, I think it's clear that Prime is genuinely a lost soul because he's like, I told y'all don't let me get that many shots, but dude, this is a grown man. And
Yeah, you're a grown ass man, bro. You act like you're a fucking kid. Why did you let me drink all this? No, bro. You're a grown ass man. You know what you're capable of and what you're not, bro. You know your limit, bro. That's your fault. Like, I'm sorry, bro. They don't have a fucking link to your damn body where it's like, oh yeah, you can't handle this much, homie. Come on, bro. That's your fault.
let me find out how old this nigga is. This guy is 27 years old and he's letting
Oh.
in a content house control how many
He's turning 28 this month. Oh my goodness, man. This guy. Bro, that's crazy.
shots he takes.
That's
and
crazy,
he can
man.
Control his liquor on his own. And as you've seen, this dude's soul is so lost that he just defaults to let me go viral and he jumps into the table, knocks himself out, and then lets all the other men carry him away. This is what I mean when I say he sold his soul for content. He is so fried. This guy is too far gone. And I would harp on how sad this is, but honestly, bro, he's a creep. Like a real deal creep. And I want to talk about that instead. So let's go all the way back to like 2023 when Prime hopped on the Monkey app. And I remember seeing this clip
What's the monkey app? Is that like Omegle?
when I was a child, and I knew that this was so crazy. But what Prime does is that he hops on Monkey app and he matches a girl, and she tells him that she is 13. But Prime tells her to turn around to show off her butt. And it's so disgusting that I don't even want to show you guys this.
Prime was like what? That's 2023. He was born 98, so that's like what? He's about like 20. Yeah, he's like 24, 25. What are you? Oh my goodness, that is weird, bro. That's weird, man.
This clip, all I have is a screenshot from the video, which you can find on Google and YouTube till this day. You can also find a Reddit thread from Livestream Fails, where someone is talking about how Prime was begging someone to delete a clip of this exact moment. And in this
You're a live streamer, brother.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Yeah, fair facts. You're a live stream, man. I'm sorry, man. Once it's out, once you post it on, once it's out on the internet, it's there forever. No matter how many ways you try to delete it, there's always that one person that's archived it. And then guess what? If one person archives it and releases it to the public, a bunch of other people are gonna archive it, and you're just screwed, buddy. That's why, again, don't that's your fault, bro. You have nobody to blame but yourself on that one.
The trade-off. You make a lot of money, but whatever you do, you can't take it back. Once it goes viral, once it's on that live stream and it hits the internet, that is a fire you cannot control. It's part of the trade-off. Be
Facts.
very, very careful with how you present yourself. Footprint ain't no joke. And if content don't work out, you don't want to have a certain digital footprint.
screenshot, you can see that 3 years ago, even Poetic Flacco talked about this very situation. What makes this even more crazy is that I have a clip of Bruce reacting to Prime DMing someone else to take the video down.
Hey, yo.
No, nah, he told Bruce, and then Bruce exposed it. Yo, Bruce dropped him off. Yo, he dropped Prime off. Tell him to get his dumb ass out of here, bro.
No, bro. I swear to God, this nigga talking like he never been on Monkey before. Yo, he's so fucking funny. Yo, bro. You got it, bro. You got it. He's hilarious for this. Yo, that nigga said, nah, at the top left it says she was 21. Yo, that is funny as hell, bro.
Niggas already know that I don't play about it, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like, nigga, can you like stop making it look weird, bro? Cause they all trying to make it look weird.
You made it weird. Why did you tell a 13-year-old to turn around? You weirdo. You're the weirdo, bro.
Now I don't do that type, bro. So can you like delete that shit, bro?
Did they clipped it? They
And
basically
again, okay. Let's just say Bruce. Let's just say, for example, Bruce does delete it. Who's to say that? No. Who's to say that not another person has it that you don't know? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Okay, yeah. Let's just say Bruce does delete it. What then? You telling me that there's not gonna be another person that has it? Come on, bro. Stop it.
clipped it.
Stop it.
Bro, you can find this on YouTube till this day, and you can see the clip for yourself. I don't recommend it because it is that disturbing. Because this man sees a girl who clearly looks like a child. She tells him explicitly that she's 13, and he doesn't
I
care
mean,
because he wanted to.
these guys. What are we talking about? This is definitely a young guy. I remember seeing snuff films as a kid on early social media. It's so bad that you can't watch it. I mean, it's not something that I'd seek out, but like, do they not know what the internet used to be? I remember gore.com. You could literally watch somebody just do anything that revolved around death or tragedy was on bestgore.com. You go on Facebook and just see somebody just murder.
Yeah, live leak, fucking even some like some Twitter fucking videos too. You see like someone getting shot. Like, I remember one time I was on Twitter, and I literally saw someone getting shot in the freaking head, and like blood leaking out and everything. Bro, like, I'm telling you right now, bro. Listen, bro. Internet's unhinged, man. But again, the internet's forever, and if you post that shit on the damn video, bro.
With a hammer. Passionate murder. So yeah, maybe this is just new age internet. Maybe it's been so filtered that this is unfathomable online.
See her body, and after she shows off her body, he asks for her age again, and then she says, "I told you I'm 13." And then in the clip, you can see the horror of this guy's face after he, I guess, finally takes the hint. But my thing is, bro, if a girl tells you you're 13, why is your first thought to tell her to do a 360 so you can see her butt? So with all of that being said,
I'm gonna find a video. I want to see it.
is he prime? What type of man is he? He's a sellout. He's a jester. He's a goon. He's a person who is willing to compromise his integrity. Also, he can go up.
He's a person that's willing to disrespect himself to get short-term success. That is what he is. He's like, oh, let me go viral. Let me go viral. Here's the thing. You can go viral, yes, but that doesn't mean you can have a long-term career. Being viral is just a launching pad. It's all what now it's all about what you do afterwards. After that is what counts. And the fact that you're saying, let me go viral, it's like you're short. He's so short-term minded, bro. That's just what it is. He's just so short-term minded that he's not realizing that he's making it worse for himself. That's the thing. That's what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about virality because he's so short-term minded, not realizing what could it do for a long term. But again, it's not my life, it's his. But to say that I'm not fucking, it's kind of his fault. It is basically his fault. He's a grown ass man, and nobody's gonna be responsible for him but himself. Okay, guys, let me just search for another video. I had one video here, but I don't know if I still have it on my watch later playlist. Manga artist humiliates critics. Oh, let's see here. This is from Chibi Reviews. Let's see. Oh, let's see what he has to say about this shit.
A manga artist humiliates his critics is going viral on social media in the last 24 hours, reaching 4.3 million views on the original post with 62,000 likes and over 400 comments. Users like Anime Trends, Marini, and a few others helped this news go viral by picking up the news story and making their own post about the manga artist humiliating his critics. That's not including viral quotes on the post that broke this news on July 30th, 2026, like Bao, Iceman, Slacks, Kitsu, and Angie. They all helped spread this news to the point where it started to spread onto Reddit and other places online.
Let me see here. The author drew. They ragged on him and said it was unrealistic. Author looked for somebody with the same proportions to take the photo of the same angle. what a base do. This reminds me of the Stellar Blade shit, where it's like, oh, Eve's proportions are so unrealistic, even though Eve's proportions are actually based off of a real model. So it's like it's only so much you can do at this point, bro. That's the thing, man. There's only so much you can do at this point to just prove them wrong. It's like, oh, but Eve from Stellar Blade is not realistic. Finds out it's actually based off of a real model.
It's like Bow.
No. The guy hooked up with a busty cosplayer just to win an argument on Twitter, and I'm supposed to believe that.
Iceman,
Shredding criticisms of pure facts.
Slash.
The world is becoming more increasingly divided when it comes down to women's body types going to extremes. If she's short and flat chested, she's an impossible woman or pedal bait. If she's busty and curvy, she's an unrealistic and non-existent woman outside of fiction. Such picky people. Facts. Literally, if it's a girl that's short and flat chested, oh, she's a child. But if she's busty or curvy, oh, that's unrealistic, and you're objectifying her. It's a lose-lose. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's just what it is, bro. That's what it is. Oh, I didn't see that shit. Chibi, stop going so fucking fast, man. Like, give me a fucking break, bro. Okay. Well, I appreciate the efforts to combat the whiner. I do have to point out that even if the chest match, the torso to waist in the drawing is considerably skinnier than the cosplayers. Yeah, because it's obviously a bit exaggerating because it's fiction. So it's gonna exaggerate just a little bit. I never understood why people complain about character proportions and that they don't look realistic when nobody looks like that in real life.
Angie, they all helped spread this news to the point where it started to spread onto Reddit and other places online. So that gets into the main topic. We live in an age where anime fans are constantly under attack by invaders to censor and destroy the original culture of anime and manga, wanting to rip apart what has been within anime and manga for decades.
Why is it the putting Mushoku Tensei, man? It's kind of like making a subtle defense at Mushoku Tensei, for Mushoku Tensei again. It's just like, bro, like, okay, you defend it. Okay, that's it, bro. We know your opinion on Mushoku Tensei. We don't fucking care anymore.
Born in 1995. People have become very defensive, and that
Wait, what you say?
Me in that category. Rip apart what has been within anime and manga for decades. Before I was even born in 1995.
Nah, nigga, you 30. You 31, bro. You're fucking damn. You're fucking damn. You're a decade older than me, bro. What the fuck you doing here?
People have become very defensive, and that even includes me in that category. So this news story going viral.
What's this called? Illustrator Kintaro received harsh criticism for the design of the main character in his popular indie book about a girl who is 7 foot tall. Wait, no. That's 6'11". She's 6'11". Who's 6'11" tall? Well, cause 210 is 6'10 and a half. So 211 is 6'11". Basically, damn near 7 foot. I'm just gonna say 7 foot. Who's basically around 7 foot tall. Some readers claim that the protagonist or Noma's proportions are unrealistic. I mean, let's be honest here. A 7 foot girl is like unrealistic. Obviously, it's possible for a girl to be 7 foot, but it's so freaking rare. It's like the exception more than the rule. Some readers complain that the proportions were unrealistic, arguing that the body of that type was impossible to find outside of a drawing. But I mean, who cares though? For example, look at One Piece. One Piece, they got freaking people who's like 20. You got people from One Piece that are like 20 feet tall, bro. Come on, shut up. I don't care about realistic proportions, bro. I watch you like if you touch One Piece, you would know that proportions don't fucking exist in One Piece. Like, proportions don't fucking exist in One Piece. You see Fields with the most slimmest waist ever. You see, like, dudes with the most freaking top-heavy builds ever, bro. Like, come on, bro. You got Moria freaking built like a bowling pin, bro. Like, oh, come on, bro. I'm not looking for realistic proportions. I'm not gonna strive for realistic proportions in my fucking anime, bro. Anyways, to respond to these attacks, the artist sought to a cosplayer out with a naturally identical physique and organized a photo shoot recreating the exact same pose from his work. By posing to direct comparison, Kintaro demonstrated conclusively that the figure of his character does exist in real life, completely shutting down the debate.
Going viral is is completely understandable, and many love it when an author stands up against the psychos online that want to eradicate fan service or anything too dark within a fictional story. Now, before I go any further, do consider leaving a like, and if you really
I don't care.
I should continue doing it. But anyways, back to the video. So let's dive into the details on who this manga author is and the cosplayer. The author is known as Kintaro, and they have a social media account with over 149,000 followers.
Drawing some R18 manga, doing a bit of muscle training. Okay, so he's like a hentai artist.
Quite a huge
Okay.
following.
Or a doujin writer. I mean, doujins are basically fanfics. Like, that's what basically doujin is. Doujin is basically like fanfics and like porn shit.
For a manga author, especially when you consider that their account has been labeled with a sensitive warning label that has effectively permanently shadow banned the account. So it is truly remarkable that this news story was even able to become breaking news despite the algorithm working against the artist to begin with. Here are some of Kintaro's comments on his personal account, by the way. I think this says more than enough on how cultured this artist is.
I just want to be buried in a huge tits and a huge ass. I mean, facts. What straight man doesn't want to be buried in tits and ass? Come on,
And
bro.
how the shadow ban potentially happened on his account. Now, I would show more posts from him, but he retweets a lot of NSFW that would instantly get this video deleted.
I mean, obviously, he's a freaking hentai. He's a hentai drawing. He's a hentai artist. Of course, he's not gonna freaking. Of course, his things will be freaking like that, bro.
If I was to show it. So you'll just have to trust me on this one and what his account potentially has on it.
Or just do your own research. You can just do your own research. It's fine.
But I will tell you, it's some pretty good stuff. It has a lot of backstory and plot, so to speak. Now, truth be told, when I
Yeah,
saw this
aka backside and plot, aka tits.
news story earlier this morning, I was sharing it and happy to see another manga artist standing up to the crazy weirdos in 2026, like Refugin that creates Mushoku Tensei. So when I was doing research for this topic for a video, I discovered a lot of news that has been spreading is outright fake. Yes, this story that has millions of views that managed to trend worldwide and reach every big site on the internet is in fact a fake story that was created for clicks. I know, it sucks. How do
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro. If it was a real story, I would not be surprised. That's the thing. If it was a real story, I would not be surprised. Because there's so much stories like this where it's like, oh, this female design is problematic. It's like there's so many news of that. I'm just like, I'm not even surprised. Like even if it wasn't fake, I would not be surprised. Honestly.
I know this? The author Kintaro confirms this by quoting the news story, saying with auto-translate into English, somehow a totally incomprehensible story has come together. One look at their comment section reveals that it's about the legitimacy of the news and how it's fake. However, the cosplayer is in fact real, but the story around it is completely untrue. Even still, the story is completely believable because this is not the first time this has happened. We had a similar incident a while back, as you can see here with the image I'm showing on screen. Nowadays, any beautiful female character within manga or anime is deemed problematic by filthy tourists. Let's just be completely honest. And I haven't even gotten into...
Let me see. Reminder that they remind that majority of ecchi and hentai are written by and illustrated by women. Not surprised.
Problematic by filthy tourists. Let's just be completely honest. And I haven't even...
But I mean, everyone wins. The girls get their rocks off. The men get their rocks off. Everyone wins. Everyone wins at the end.
Gotten into the lolly topic. The point here is that people truthfully do think characters like this have unrealistic proportions and will rage and screech online saying you're objectifying women and putting impossible beauty standards onto them.
And then if you go into the opposite direction, then they're gonna call you a PDF file. So it's like, again, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. That's type of what it is. You can't diversify body types anymore, guys. You can't diversify the body types that they don't agree with anymore, guys.
Here's the thing, though. It's clearly not impossible, and the cosplayer proves that point.
Again, this reminds me of the Stellar Blade thing again with the whole Eve thing. Oh, Eve's body's unrealistic and shit like that. And then guess what? Motion capture. Her body for the motion capture was based off of a Korean model. So get off my dick.
Entirely. I think the side-by-side images is what really made this news story go extremely viral, and it makes more believability to it because of just seeing a real cosplayer next to the actual manga image. And then you accompany with all the recent drama of just like, everything that has fan service or a little bit of, appeal to it, it instantly needs to be censored or banned, and you have a lot of people advocating for that. It makes sense why there would be a lot of counter to that, and people would try to get this news story trending. But for now, I will leave it at that. I just wanted to talk about this, but my video got derailed because I discovered it was fake. Even still, it's interesting just seeing how fast news like this spreads, and with that...
Yeah, because it's so common nowadays for news like this to go out there that people are just not surprised. Like, let's be honest here. If let's just say this news was real, would you be surprised? Yes or no? I wouldn't be because it's so common for stuff like that to occur within the anime space or in a comic space or any space that has a traditional attractive female characters. I'm not gonna be surprised if something like this happens because let's be honest, it happens quite frequently. All right, let's watch a Spirit 2. This is a Spirit 2 video.
Remember that time I said in Mushoku Tensei video that the people that are most vocal against things are generally the ones that have something to hide? Yeah, I keep getting proven right on that, and yet people keep saying I'm wrong. And now I'm just going to show you how I'm right again. One of the things that I think is really funny about the anime community, and this is why I always say we need to gatekeep anime more, is the fact that we see these types of, again, parasites that jump into the anime community and they pretend, oh, I used to watch Pokemon a couple of times as a kid, so I've always been an anime fan.
See, I wish the convention had figurines like this, like in what he has in the background, like like the maid outfits and all that stuff. I wish they had that at the convention, but they didn't. Maybe they did, but by the time I went there, they didn't have any. So
and then they try and latch back onto anime because it's the current trend. It's like VTubing, right? A bunch of chicks jump on VTubing because it's a current trend, and then once the trend wears out, they go to Flash posting, they sell their Fansly, they sell their OnlyFans, and they try and manipulate their parasocial audience to fall for their their grift. And to be very clear, I don't have a problem with people doing non-safe for work content. As someone that is pro-gooning, against censorship, likes non-safe for work stuff, I'm not against those kinds of things. But you gotta understand, it's the ultimate irony in itself is the ones that generally attack the anime community, that attack the concept of gooning and all the rest, are generally the ones that are hiding something behind the mask, right?
it's either that or the hypocrites.
In some type of behavior that they don't want made public. Or these are types of people that will constantly go up, that will promote these types of things, but they'll build a parasocial aspect to it. And that's where a lot of this, I always call out, is these parasocial type content creators. Because like I said, there's many cosplayers and people out there that do non-safe for work content, but they do it in a professional manner. They don't build weird parasocial relationships with their audience and then try and weaponize them and use them as a sword to try and destroy other people. And I'm just trying to give a bigger picture there because I know some people will always try and paint that like double standard kind of thing, but there's always a bigger picture there. And the reason why is when you look at people like this, who does the whole modern anime is cringe, and this is the thing, they try and rewrite history on what anime was like back in the past, which is
Brittany Venti. Let me see. Because I feel like she's like an EFOT, kind of. Let me see. Let me see. Brittany Venti. I don't know what she does. Don't think she's married. Does she have a think before you sleep? Oh, she was dating with that guy? I did not know that. Okay, that's weird. All right, let's get back into it.
It's funny, by the way, because Dragon Ball Z fans are some of the biggest clowns out there that have just recently got into Dragon Ball Z, or even over the last 10 years. These people act as if like Dragon Ball Z never had any like explicit, you know, etchy type stuff in there.
Yeah, because they didn't watch the original Dragon Ball. That's why. They didn't watch the original Dragon Ball, so they don't know about Goku slapping people's crotches to know if they're a boy or a girl. They don't know when fucking Goku to accident not unintentionally, but like not maliciously, but like more like not what's that what he stupidly took off Bulma's underwear, and then Bulma, when she was exposing herself to Master Roshi, she actually didn't have any underwear, so bam bam she showed her crotch to Master Roshi. They don't know about launch and all that shit. They don't know about that stuff because guess what? They didn't watch the original Dragon Ball, so they don't know about that.
It's like, yeah, maybe you should go watch the old school Dragon Ball Z. Oh, you know, the stuff that you never watched that you'll claim you watched. It's these types of people here that claim that they've watched anime for so long, but yet they claim that anime's never been something of which it's always been.
Yeah, like I literally just read the manga of Evangelion, and I literally saw raised nipples. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be real here, bro. It's not. It's not, you act like it's old school shit too. I literally just read the manga of Neon Genesis Evangelion, a '90s manga, by the way. That shit's made in the '90s, and there was nipples and shit. Come on, bro. Don't act like this is just modern anime. It's been here for years, decades.
Now, if you've watched anime long enough, like myself and many of my other viewers, you'd know that anime's had etchy type fan service in it for many, 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 many years.
Most famously, Golden Boy. I'm planning on watching it or reading it. I don't know which one's better. Maybe reading it, but yeah. But again, there's been shit like that for decades, man. You just didn't freaking bother to read it, so or watch it, so you don't know about it.
So it's funny when these people go, oh, it's never like that. It treats you like an adult, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't treat you like a child. It's like, just say you watched Pokemon and then claim that you're a massive anime fan. And that's the thing. These people watched anime as a kid. They watched kid shows. Pokemon, Digimon, right? Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon. Nothing wrong with these things, but that's what they watched. And then as they got older, they've been able to get access to more mature animes. And then they go, oh my god, I can't believe this mature anime is mature. And I'll show a good example of that with a tweet that is posted in there. But I'll play this clip here and I'll really highlight the level of gaslighting she's trying to do. Because she's trying to create a fictional story as a justification of attacking anime.
Modern anime is kind of cringe. Why do you guys need these bright flashing colors and boing boing?
By the way, anime has had bright flashing colors since the dawn of time. And it has boing boing since the dawn of time.
Boing noises and implant round bowling ball tits going doing, doing, doing. I woke up as a horse and I need to be ripped to be healed.
Notice how she needed to quickly think up of a story out of her head.
Because she hasn't read enough anime to pick up an actual proper example. Like, you could have easily said High School DxD. You could have easily said High School DxD, where in order for the protagonist to get stronger, he has to actually get more hornier. Like, he literally has to get horny to get stronger. Like, you could have said something like that. That's the easiest freaking example. And she didn't even choose that. She had to make up her one on her head. Because you know why? She hasn't watched enough anime to properly choose an example from an actual freaking anime. So she had to make one up in her freaking head.
Now, the only thing that you could try and draw a parallel to is maybe redo a healer, which, might I add, that's probably the only thing you could link it to. But what she's probably describing is more of a hentai than a...
But no, well, again, that's High School DxD, where Issei literally, how he gets stronger is literally how hornier he gets.
actual
But-
anime.
but Redo a Hero might be the only thing she could maybe link to if she was desperate, along with her simp fan base. But here's a
Or you should show interspecies reviews when you literally have one of the freaking female prostitutes with the little bowling ball tits. Again, she hasn't watched these shit, so she wouldn't know. So she had to make up her bullshit.
reality. You want to know the main demographic for Redo a Healer? It's women. Yeah, it's women that liked Redo a Healer.
Not surprised. Let's continue.
They came out and stated that. You want to know another fun fact? That's an adult anime. That's not made for children. It's got tags on it. It's got age ratings on it. It's made for a mature audience. You're watching mature animes as an adult and complaining they're not made for children. Then go watch children anime, you child.
Doing, doing, doing. Are you fucking for real? But I'm the weird one. I'm the.
No, you're a hypocrite. And I'll explain even more detail why you are a hypocrite, but also why you're not only a Taurus, but you're a compulsive liar. You're creating a fictional headcanon of events. You watched kid shows growing up and expect adult shows to be kid shows. Go watch a kid show. There are so many animes out there that don't have fan service, that are made for a younger demographic. Maybe you should check the tags rather than jumping on the current trend, because it's the only thing you care about, is jumping on the current trend because you are a grifter and a parasite within the anime community. Doing, 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 the booty scare me, the booty scare me. It's ironic coming from a woman who gave explicit photos to men. I'll get into that more.
The weird one. They have destroyed it. And
They've destroyed it. Wow, it's almost like you forget anime's always been like this. You just watched.
Oh, I don't like her lips like that. Why is why she look like Sid the Sloth a little bit? I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, why she look? Oh, she's like fucking sandy cheeks, bro. What the hell, bro? I don't like the way her lips kind of like her top lip kind of like bends upwards, like a little. Like, oh, that's weird.
Kid shows.
That's
as
a weird.
kid, and then surprised that there's actually adult shows, but you've never watched any of the old school animes that have this kind of stuff, because the only thing you ever do is watch the current trend. Because again, you are a grifter and a parasite within the anime community. You don't actually watch anime, you jump on the current trend and then attack it because you're a mean girl that hated anime growing up, but only watched a couple of episodes of Pokemon and went, oh, I'm an anime fan now because I watched Pokemon as a kid. No, that doesn't make you an anime fan. It's like me going to a soccer match once and then claiming I'm a big soccer fan since the dawn of time. No.
turned it into children's shows.
They're not children's shows. You watched an adult show and complained that it wasn't made for children. Go watch a children's show. There are plenty of children's show out there. Just ironic that you want to watch a children's show so badly. I do think that's a little bit bizarre if you think about it. She wants to watch a children's show, but then complains when she watches an adult show that it's not made for children. Then go watch that. Little bit odd that you're so pushing that projection that we all need to watch children's shows all the time. Some of us like watching mature stuff. I understand that's a little bit too hard for your feeble brain to comprehend, but as a grifter, you should understand that not everyone likes what you want to force on everyone.
But worse.
Because I was going to say what you like, but you don't like any of this anyway. You're just pretending.
Because even children's shows back in my day were more mature.
You do realize that children's shows had adult jokes. Dexter's Laboratory had an adult joke with the whole like it's like the DD. I forgot it was like like DD's model like say one thing in this, yeah, basically what happens. I forgot the whole details. Basically, Dexter was getting like all flustered and shit, so he literally went into the bathroom and washed his hands and splashed his face, kind of to cool himself off. Or when I always go to this SpongeBob. SpongeBob literally told when he has this, when he's trying to get Gary to get into the bath, and then he has like the little seed pretending like, oh, one of the moves that he used, like, oh, a pirate ship, like whole pirate treasure, all that stuff. So he's like, oh, he has 2 bottles of soap. It's like, oh, the balloons, don't drop them, and it's like a whole don't drop the soap reference. And then also they literally had a panty raid in SpongeBob, right? They literally had a panty raid in SpongeBob. We literally, in Total Drama, Heather pulled down the harness on Gwen's waist, so it tore off her freaking skirt, seeing her panties. Or when freaking the shirt in total drama, when Heather's shirt tore off from a brand and Heather's freaking tits are out. Obviously they were blurred, obviously, but still fucking the jokes in the first place. So again, it's like, bro, even kid shows had jokes. It's just that they obviously, TV programs will get on their asses if they caught on. But so what they did is that they made adult jokes subtly, so that way kids wouldn't get it, but adults would. That's the whole freaking point. Like, that's how you know she didn't watch a lot of cartoons, bro. Because if you actually watched cartoons, you would know that they tend to have adult jokes in it. It's like, oh, when SpongeBob was trying to leave, he's like, oh yeah, I gotta go shave my hair, and like Sandy's like, SpongeBob doesn't have hair, or does he? And it's just like, yeah, it's a nod to like pubic hair. It's again, you wouldn't understand that with your kid, but when you're adult, you're like, oh, I get that. Or when freaking Gravity again, I'm just having all these examples, but again, kid shows even had adult jokes. You just didn't catch either. You didn't catch on to them as of now, or you being disingenuous. It's either or.
Dude, Pokemon had some like messaging in it. Pokemon had some.
Yeah,
really...
with freaking Brock was like, oh, when Ash and Brock go to this thing, and they meet like a girl in a picture, and it's like, why do you guys let her treat you bad? It's like, oh, and then the kid was like, oh, I hate the way she acts. I hate the way that she acts, but I like the way that she looks. And it's like Brock is like, yeah, she can violate my rights. I'm just like, yo, just like, yo, bro, I'm telling you right now. And like, oh, when Misty was out in the beach, right? They were in the beach, right? And then Misty was walking out, and it's like, hey boys, wait for me. And then fucking Ash were like, what the? And then even Pikachu was like, Pika. What are you talking about? There's been adult jokes in how long, bro? There's adult jokes in kid shows. I'm not gonna show it. Obviously, that's probably copyright. But it's like, what are you talking about, bro? I'll fine. No, I'll try. I will try to put it in. Pokemon. She can violate. Yeah, she can violate my rights. Look at this shit, bro. Hold on. I don't think. Oh, it's.
Well, I for one think this is a violation of students' rights that must stop immediately.
Look at this shit, bro.
Not sooner. I want to meet the student in charge of this system, and I'll see that it stops.
Here's a picture. Huh? It's a girl?
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
She can violate my rights if.
Like literally, it's like, yo, she can violate my rights if, like, come on, bro.
Here's a picture. Huh? It's a girl? Turn around. I hate the way she treats us, but I like the way she looks.
Yeah, not like some other girls who treat you bad and look even worse.
like, come on, bro. I'll show the other one too, since I'm here, anyways. Misty swimsuit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is. Which one is it? I don't think that he have it. Yeah, I don't think that. I forgot. Yeah, there's multiple iterations of freaking this, so it's like. What if I be more descriptive? I would say beach. I don't think I can. Oh, is it this one? It's not this one. I don't know if I can find it. Hold on, let me find. I have an idea. 'Cause I know there's a channel that had that talked about this. In the clutch, adult jokes. Adult jokes. I mean, we can just hop up. We can just fucking do this shit all day, huh? Let me. Where's Espiritu's video? There it is. Okay. I don't remember where I left off of. Fuck. Remember that time?
Notice that she needed to quickly think up of animes out there that don't have fan service, that are made for a younger demographic, because your memory went a little bit.
We're more mature.
Okay, this is where we left off. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro.
And we are in the clutch. Hey.
Get old. There's a whole
Look.
right there in the middle.
Just stop talking.
There's a whole.
Look at this. Look at this in SpongeBob. Oh yeah, I remember this when Plankton was in. I think Plankton was in a caveman's mouth. I think it was Patrick's mouth. And then like he was fighting off the tongue. And then what happened was the tongue turned him around and he licked his butt. I'll show you.
I don't know why it started there. That's why I told you.
Twisted tongue! You will not lick me!
Oh!
I remember
Like,
that, bro.
look at that, bro.
Bounce.
Yeah, so basically, that joke, Gumball, basically, Alan is a balloon. And obviously, when he gets depressed, he starts to deflate. So since he wasn't strong enough to deflate, Gumball literally like, come on, bro. You're telling me there's no adult jokes in cartoons. You're just an idiot.
As he what the hell is going on here?
That's a classic Newgrounds animation, bro. I remember that one. It's that one, and it's the freaking tentacle one with Raven and Starfire. That's a classic Newgrounds one for sure.
Bro.
What a mess. My bad.
Why they ain't
That's
putting
the
no
old Teen Titans right there.
Oh yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Oh my yeah, that one is. Oh my god, no one. They always show this at night for a reason. Ren and Stimpy came out at night. Well, came. Pause. But Ren and Stimpy, they were at nighttime for a reason, bro. This Ren and Stimpy came on during nighttime hours for a reason.
They knew what they was doing.
They were.
Of course.
They.
Y'all knew what y'all was doing, y'all.
Why is he going faster?
Look at this shit, bro. I know. I already made my point, but just like I just want to see this at this point because I want to find it. Even they're confused. Look, the joke is it's peeling the like. Come on, bro. You're telling me there's no. Come on. Bro. See, look at that. Look at this. Look at that.
Come on. I'm not hugging you. We're both in towels.
Pause, bro.
That was the only heard so many times. Something else.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look, it's just. Yo.
I'll have another.
Why he grabbed her?
It's affecting everybody.
Oh, I remember the classic, the DC animated movies, bro. They were so fire, man. I miss when DC fucking made. That's the thing. When it comes down to animated shows, DC hits. I don't know why they stopped making animated movies. I'm pretty sure they're still making them, but they stopped promoting them. They stopped promoting their animated movies. This was so good, bro. I remember this movie precisely, bro. When freaking Damien was joining the Teen Titans, so him and Raven started getting together and all that stuff. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Basically, 'cause obviously at that time Robin's Nightwing, Starfire's a bit older, so now she's leading the new Teen Titans like Blue Beetle and Raven and all that stuff. Like, and I'm pretty sure it was a young. I'm not too sure there was a. I think there was Garfield Logan. I could be wrong, but like, bro, come on, man. Like DC hits when it comes to the animated movies. I don't know why they just don't promote them anymore. It's stupid. It's so dumb. I mean, I think they are promoting. I think they have the new Batman one coming out soon, but they don't promote it as much as they do with the freaking live action shit. It's so stupid. Like, oh, you promoting fucking Supergirl? Why don't you promote the fucking Batman movie that's supposed to come out with Bane and all that shit? Why the fuck you not promoting that? And it's funny too because I remember she was talking, she was explaining to the team about something, and it was like, oh, me and Robin does, and then Robin was like, hey, oh, not Robin, Dick Gray's like, hey, stop it, like, because she's about to expose that they freaking smash. It's just like, again, it's hilarious. Don't know why they don't fucking do that shit no more. Like, even Justice League Unlimited had so much adult jokes. Are you crazy, bro? Like, they had so much adult jokes, man. Oh my goodness, man. See, look. Bro.
Oh no.
You're squeezing the clay too
Look,
hard.
yo, I remember this one. 16 is a classic too. I need to get back into watching retro stuff. I might do it tomorrow. It's either gonna be an anime stream tomorrow or retro stream. I want to get back into watching retro stuff, man. 16 was a classic.
Your fingers be light.
I'm 16, yo. Oh my god, I'm 16, struggling find my way, yo. Oh my god, man. 16, total drama, freaking detention era. Yo, I'm so mad they fucking canceled detention era, man. I'm mad to this day. It's been a whole decade since they released a new episode of Detention and they canceled it on me. Just was about to get just when I'm about to get to the fucking main plot. Just when I'm about to get to the main plot about the Tasmanian lizards. Oh no, we're canceled. Fuck you. Fuck you, Teletoon, for fucking canceling Detention here, you fucking pieces of shit.
I'm trying to be gentle. I've never done this before. Okay.
Ah, hey, yo.
Relax your hands.
Hell no, bro.
A few moments later.
Look at this shit, bro. You see Jude you see Jude over the head with his chin on his shoulder, bro?
No.
Dude, what are you doing? Nothing. So,
I'm glad we're in our own cabin with just guys. You know what I mean?
No, even knowing shit like, yo, nigga, you gay, bro.
I mean, no. I didn't mean it like that.
Nah.
I love chicks. I just don't want to sleep near them. I mean...
Slump those lips. Bring it.
we made up.
We're taking this to the deep end.
But I'm not a good swimmer.
Don't be scared, Finn. Lumpy's on lifeguard duty.
Yo, okay, I know I made my point, but it's just so funny to watch all this shit again. Where this dumb broad is trying to say, oh, even mature, come on, shut up.
Bro, what in the hell are we watching? Don't be scared. I'm not a good swimmer.
The whole lifeguard duty, literally one of the most classic freaking pornography scenarios you ever see. It's like, oh, you're in a bathtub, and then you have a lifeguard. It's like, I'm taking a bath. Why do you need a lifeguard for? It's like, oh, you're gonna need one.
Why are they making out?
Oh my gosh, this is too hard. I can't go on. I'm gonna die. Mommy? Come on.
Yeah. I didn't get it.
I love them so much.
Vanny. Oh yeah, Vanny Cunningham, ninth grade ninja. Ren and Stimpy. Oh, again, Ren and Stimpy was not for kids. I'm telling you now, right? Don't let it be an animation fool you. It's not for kids.
Are you ready for a speedball, my little pumpkin?
What?
Are you okay? I was so scared. Don't worry. Not set. Benson's gonna drop his balls when he sees how good we set up these chairs. Hit the lights.
He said he gonna drop his balls.
Yeah, his gumballs.
He's a gumball machine.
So surprised when he comes in and sees us totally naked.
You can just walk into people and take over their bodies from the inside?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Danny, if you could control a girl for just about 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, this episode classic too. First of all, the Krusty Krab pizza episode classic too. But I remember this episode when it's like, oh, that they kiss like the crushes, and then yeah, the tree was tumbling down and they actually kissed each other.
Caught up playing with those silly balls. I couldn't help myself.
Not PJ Masks.
Why is Darwin's butt like that, bro?
You have won the government contract. The Air Force will need 10,000 more of those baby jets immediately.
Oh.
10,000?
I like the emphasis on the 10,000. And this is a retro show. You come on, bro.
I remember this. Mary. Oh no.
I remember that.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Wow,
I remember that,
too.
dog. That nigga said 10,000.
Mary? She started blushing. Time to start popping her, Mary. Mary knew it was go time. I'm done.
I remember.
Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward.
You said bye, Squidward, twice.
I like Squidward.
I'm sick of them all. How about a ride?
You like that car more than me.
Who's talking about cars?
Again, man, these cartoons nowadays don't hit like this, man. They don't. That's the thing, man. Cartoons like this, dude. That's why these cartoons are timeless, bro. Cause they're not afraid to do this shit, bro. They're not afraid to do this shit, man. SpongeBob fucking fell off. It started getting all slapsticky. Like, as if like, is this slapstick the only comedy that's there? It's so stupid, man. I'm tired of this shit. Who's talking about a car? Like, yo, bro, come on, bro. Let's keep on going. We can keep on going. I have all the time, bro. Let's do this shit.
Oh.
Your butt is huge.
Dang, he just said it.
Oh yeah, cause that's like the I remember it was like some like fucking timeline freaking going on together. And then Kid Ben was calling adult teenage Gwen, your butt's huge.
Just, ain't no shame in my game.
He said your butt is.
I heard him.
Cartoon is this?
Yeah, what cartoon is that? I've seen it like a couple times. Like I've seen it like around, but I never knew it. Come on, bro. Look at this shit. They trying to make a caked up like fucking Invisigal from fucking like Incredibles, bro.
What cartoon is this?
For bed, kiddo. His mom's pretty nice too.
That's his friend's mom? Oh no.
This nigga plot. He
Bro,
plot.
he is.
Do they use a lot of paper towels, spend too much time alone in their rooms, and say, "Don't bother me"?
Oh.
Take these paper towels up to my room alone, so don't bother me.
That's a reference. Yo, come on. Come on, bro.
Comic sit-ups. Lie back, close your eyes, then try to do a sit-up. You'll see. It's stupid hard.
I'm pissed off that they did this to Big Nate. I remember Big Nate was such a big part of my like reading childhood. I still have the books to this day. It's literally in the bookcase over there outside my room. But I used to be a super Big Nate fan. I read all the storybooks. Let me see. Big Nate. I'll show you right now. I don't know all the names, but I'll show you. Let me see. So we have what? Big Nate's. So I have Big Nate, Silent but Deadly. I have. Oh, is he still going on with these? Yeah, look at this. Big Nate in class by himself. Strikes again. On a roll. Goes for broke. Flips out. In the zone. Lives it up. Blast off. I read all of those books. Big Nate was such a big part of my childhood. It's crazy, man. Oh my god. I still have some of the fun. I still have some of the things here, like from the top out loud. I have some of them to this day. Big Nate and Friends, I have that as well. What Could Possibly Go Wrong? I read that one too. Which one I read? Big Nate Makes the Grade. Saw that one when he fucking outclassed Tina one time. Game On. I have that one actually in my thing. But somebody's. Oh my god, is he still going on with these? I never saw this one. Big Nate Hero Time. When was this came out? Release date October 20th. Oh, it's coming out. Oh, so he's still. So Lincoln Pierce is still making Big Nate stuff. I know. I think he's done. I know he's done with the storyline stuff. I know he's done with the storyline stuff, like the main storylines, like the main like the main stuff like this. He's done with them. He finished it. But yeah, I used to be a big Nate fan. I used to be a bigger Big Nate fan than more than freaking Diary of the Wimpy Kid. But yeah, let me see. Book series. Yeah, see? In Class by Himself, Blast Off, a bunch of that. He doesn't that was the last of the novel series. Where it's like Big Nate actually like, develops the character and like he gets over his love for Jenny and all that shit, and like he obviously he still doesn't really like Arthur, but it's like, you know what? Yeah, I respect Arthur, just, you know. But yeah, Blast Off when he actually falls in love with somebody else. So yeah. And then yeah, Randy he started like Ruby. He started like Ruby too. So it's like a whole it's like a love triangle thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, but Big Nate fucking wins at that. So he yeah, but I'm surprised he's still making comic strips. Not comic strips, but more like the um other stuff. Let me see this one. So let's see. Yeah, What Could Possibly Go Wrong? Saw that one. Big Nate and Friends Out Loud from the top. Uh, Game On. I have that. Um, Tonga Tonga. I think I saw Tonga Tonga Tonga. Uh, Big Nate Hero Time. Look at he's still making new ones. I need to get back on Big Nate because I really love Big Nate. But I wasn't the biggest fan of the show. That's the thing. It's not because it doesn't adapt. It doesn't adapt anything from what I've seen in the novels or whatever. It's just fucking. It's just a whatever show. It just does whatever. It's basically gross out humor. That's not what Big Nate's all about. Big Nate's comedy is not gross. It's not just gross out humor. It's barely gross out humor. Actually, it's barely any of gross out humor. I don't know why they relied on it so much in this Nickelodeon one. It fucking sucks. Trash.
What is going on?
Peter, why are there so many bottles of milk in the refrigerator?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Everyone, some of the milk in the fridge is not milk. It's...
Tom and
Like it's gonna be a while.
Oh yeah, Gravity Falls. Hey yo, bro.
Sure are a lot of stars out tonight. Well, this is getting.
What's that?
Whoa!
Hey, boys. You can look, but you can't touch.
This room is way creepy.
Not as creepy as Dipper's internet history.
Like, come on, the internet history joke. Come on, bro.
Exposed.
Stop! Movies are great. You watch the movie, you scare the girl snuggles up next to you. Next thing you know, you gotta raise a kid. You got me. Stealing is wrong, etc. Take it. Now, can I have my hands back? I have a certain gesture I'd like to share with you.
It's that he won't slap my
We're
butt
back.
when it's...
I can almost taste it.
12 seconds later.
Plump, juicy, delicious cat.
Robin?
Just some little random clips.
Literally, Teen Titans Go. Yeah, Blackfire would do that. Blackfire is very upfront. She would tell you that. Yeah, I like ya. He likes it, and I want ya. Now we do the easy way, or we do the hard way. The choice is yours. Legitimately, bro.
What have they done to Robin?
What part of Beat It don't you understand?
Oh!
Well, we're back. Chill.
Your face is
Hey, yo.
Wait.
Your fur is so soft.
Hey, yo. I don't know about that one.
Were they big? These balls were huge. And when the balls drop, quick thrust of death.
Hey!
Oh yeah, girl. What do I gotta do? Oh, we'll tell you what to do.
What?
But first you have to
Oh, he
drink
got his
from the
nipples
cup
pierced?
of knowledge. What was that? It's definitely not unicorn slime.
But we're not doing it for the sake of art, and we're not doing it for the sake of money. No, we're doing it because we like painting naked people.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
I don't know what's going on.
Donkey like DW.
And if he doesn't?
How?
Eddie and Eddie.
Uh-oh, looks like we're trapped. Just prisoners of love.
No.
Even D's like, wait, what? Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is the scene I'm talking about for Dexter's Lab.
Okay, stop. No more running, please. Think dancing. Dancing? Yes, dancing. I'd like to see you dance.
Bro.
to see you dance.
Well, it's all about body language. She'll probably lean in towards you, maybe even touch you, her eyes, and that's when you go in for the kill.
Why is he?
Out of there.
Dude, what are you kissing me for? I thought I was reading the signs.
I'm done.
But y'all.
I'm done.
Let me see that shit again.
Signs. But y'all.
Grab him like that.
Pencil go snap. Here, let me help you with that.
That was real. That mayor, bro.
Yeah, the mayor and the assistant. It's so funny 'cause we never saw her face. We never saw her face, but from her figure, she's like a baddie though. And don't forget about Roger Rabbit's wife, Jessica Rabbit. She was a baddie too. Who framed Roger Rabbit? How did he catch a girl like that? I want to know. What did Roger do, bro?
Dog.
I remember this episode.
Me too.
Too hot. Just a little bit.
Honey, I don't think that's gonna fit.
Just a little more, dear.
That's an old Cartoon Network right there.
I may have slept through biology for the last 6 years, but even those did not come out of me.
Oh.
Yeah, he got locked out. Basically, the Titans freaking made a joke on him and locked him out the freaking thing. So that's why he was naked. Is there more? I could have sworn they did one on Pokemon. I think it's I could have sworn they did one on Pokemon. I could be wrong. I don't think they did one on Pokemon. If it's not in the Rogue Clutch, then it's probably regular Clutch. Not Clang Clang. Yeah, I don't think it. Can you imagine if it was in that freaking
D-Lo.
Okay, let me see. I'm more than sure there was.
There's one on Clutch.
What's this?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Shrek.
I like an honest fight and a saucy little maid. What he's basically saying is he likes to get paid.
That was quite a workout. Time to hit the
Oh
showers.
yeah, this one did too.
Hey. Oh.
What's happening?
A ham sandwich.
I'm here. Oh,
It's
honey,
a child,
I'm
but it's
so
not mine.
sorry. You missed the delivery.
But it's okay. Making the baby's the fun part.
Hey, yo.
The music.
Assembly required.
Dog.
So you guys are close, I guess.
Yes.
We can get closer.
Whoa.
I will hit you on his behalf.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Who is this?
Dog.
Awkward.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Although those drapes are a train wreck.
was like, Oscar, you cute, but you're nobody.
Cool. Upgrade.
Hey. Oh, whoops. Wait,
Aw.
What's puberty?
Uh
I don't know.
oh.
It's probably not important.
Oh.
I have access to the entire curse word library.
Yeah.
Mr. Peabody at Presidential Pardon. Me too. I've done worse.
Here comes the new me.
First things first. We need to get you out of those clothes.
Again, man, they don't do this shit no more, man. It's a sad thing. They don't do the classic, obviously. The classic. Like, again, man, they don't do this shit no more. But again, the whole point is that she's fucking stupid. If you actually think that they didn't have adult jokes in this shit, you stupid, bro. They were just more subtle with it because they had to. Because don't forget, these were kids' films, so they had to be very covert in their jokes. But if it's for adults, then there's no point of being covert because it's for adults. So we can be much more explicit on what we want to show. It's just basic fucking logic that she doesn't get. But the whole point is she's stupid. Let's move on.
Dude, Pokemon had some like messaging in it. Pokemon had some pretty adult jokes in them.
As we have saw.
Dragon Ball Z. Remember the kid that the boy that flipped the skirt in Dragon Ball Z? Oh, you don't remember any of that because your memory went a little bit fry. Remember all those things? Oh, you don't remember them. You know the mature things that were in some of those kids shows? Oh, oops. Oops. You forgot those because you never.
And it's funny because she didn't even say the sexy jutsu from Naruto. Like that's so obvious. Like that's like stupid. It's like you making all these claims. You didn't even mention the most obvious examples, bro.
Watch them. You lying parasite.
Then this bullshit they're watching.
Again, you watch an adult show and want it to be made for kids. Go watch a kid show. Go watch Teletubbies. Because that's probably what your audience is really into.
Tell me why SpongeBob is.
Oh.
Don't say SpongeBob. We already know. We already saw it. We know the clips from before. We saw Planet's Game's ass licked. We saw freaking the panty raid. We saw freaking the balloons. Don't drop them. Like, come on, bro. Don't act like SpongeBob ain't got no adult jokes either. Give me a break, bro. I don't want to hear anything from that.
So it's SpongeBob, but she's comparing it to anime. SpongeBob has adult references in it.
Best joke. Look, I'll find it. We literally just saw some. SpongeBob, don't drop them. Literally a don't drop the soap joke. Look at this shit. Look.
Why, no, Gary, this isn't the bathtub. It's treasure. Look, doubloons. Don't drop them.
Literal don't drop the soap joke. A literal do not drop the soap joke. One of the most classic jokes ever in a prison joke. Come on, bro. Just don't say SpongeBob I don't have adult jokes. It does. You just didn't watch them. You didn't watch them? You didn't pay attention enough to actually understand the jokes. Because trust me, when you look back at SpongeBob, they do got jokes. They do got adult jokes. For sure. Where's my charger? Where's my charging cord? For my computer. Oh, there it is. It's just on the floor. Sprawled out like a motherfucker.
Humble, you dug your own grave.
More mature than modern anime.
More mature.
Have you seen modern SpongeBob? Here's the thing. If you talk about classic SpongeBob, okay, you know what? I would say maybe about a bit on par. Not as mature, but it's close. It's getting there. But you can't say that. You can't say about modern SpongeBob. Modern SpongeBob, it is literal children's shit. It is. There's no creativity on the comedy. It is just slapstick for the sake of slapstick. It's just slapstick humor. That's not what made SpongeBob funny, bro. SpongeBob SpongeBob. Here's the thing. SpongeBob always had slapstick humor, but he even had like more like those like the adult jokes, the more word jokes. There's so much more to that. But the thing is that for SpongeBob, they just became so reliant on slapstick that like for example, like the whole like sea bear thing, like that was freaking hilarious because SpongeBob didn't always rely on the slapstick humor. It wasn't so it didn't overuse slapstick humor. So when it's something like yeah, like the sea bear thing, it's fucking hilarious because you don't rarely see that. You don't see that so much in the older SpongeBob's. But now in the new SpongeBob, it's so there's nothing deeper in the comedy. There's nothing more funny than just slapstick, and that's all you have. And you overuse it, and it's too cartoony. That's the thing. It's way too cartoony now, and it's just not the same anymore.
What do you mean more mature? You're watching a mature anime and complaining it's mature, and then saying the non-mature or the show that's made for kids is meant to be more mature. You're contradicting yourself because you don't even know what you're saying. And let's just go over one of these. Hey, Vita, do you remember when you used a lolly avatar for your stream? Which she's complaining about at many points in her career. She complains about lolly avatars. Do you remember when you were being creepy with children in stream for fun? Do you remember when you sent pictures of your underage self to men in DMs to try and trap them? Projection. You are a massive, massive hypocrite. You are a parasite within the anime community trying to stir drama, trying to force things to change.
Because you know why drama gets clicks. So that's why she says shit like this, because she knows that when she says shit like this, she's going to get clicks like this.
Because you want to get your 2 minutes of clicks. And I looked at her account for a good couple of minutes, and it's pretty obvious that she tries to sell the whole, look at me, I've got boobs, you should give me money, I make videos.
Yeah, like a lot of Eagles are jealous of like VTubers because VTubers are like taking over like the female content creator market. So a lot of the Eagles, like the EFOTs and shit, they hate VTubers because either they ride the wave of VTubers or they hate VTubers. They hate on VTubers because because mostly VTubers are taking over the female content creator space.
Ego online. The irony in itself that she's trying to sell that aesthetic while complaining about.
Yeah, but while complaining about like her chest, I don't see a chest, but like her shirt's like open up like this.
Anime taking that aesthetic. You know why she doesn't like it? Because anime does what she does better, and it gets more attention. Because everyone wants to watch a fake, disingenuous Taurus within the anime community.
Fact, as I said, it's literally because girls, the VTubers are booming. VTubers are booming nowadays, especially in the female content creator space. And unfortunately, since she either has to get with the motion or hopefully is either ride the wave or hopefully go against it. And since she's trying to go against it and it's not working, so clearly she's saying this shit just to basically it seems like she's not only going at anime, but she's also going at VTubers. But it makes sense because since VTubers are based off of anime, not anime design, but since the style them is based off of a typical anime design, then she's pushing that. So basically, she's basically going at it. She's basically going at it because VTubers are getting more popular than her. That's basically what it is.
So she's mad that anime does her job better, which is entertain people. And a great example of just how stupid people are is when you look at comments like this.
Fun part is she isn't wrong. That's coming from someone who recently got into ecchi. Older anime doesn't treat you like a child. It also has the majority of time respected your time and doesn't have outrageous titles. Trigun, Berserk, Golden Boy, Macross Plus, Ghost in the Shell, including SAC. I don't know what it is. Record of Lodos Wars. Oh, that's the one I also saw too. It was the Record of Lodos Wars. That was the one I saw at the convention. But by the time I came in to watch it, it was already ending. Like the second episode was already done, so I didn't really watch a lot. Yeah, I'm the record of Lodos Wars. That's one I remember. Let's see here. It's a novel. Guess I'm watching the anime. I ain't watch no fucking novel. You crazy? Um, Next Generation. Oh crap! I'm scared. I get scared every time I see like a sequel like Next Generation. I get fucking scared because like that reminds me of Boruto and Boruto's fucking ass. So I get scared whenever I see a Next Generation shit. Uh, but yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm good rewatching the novels. Overall, yeah, this looks like a classic fantasy though. Like this looks like a classic fantasy, like classic '90s epic fantasy. You know, you have an elf, a dwarf, you know, shit like that. Sword and sorcery. Oh shit, right? Oh, oh, thank God! I thought I freaking exit out. I'll be scared. I just made my own. Yo, you guys probably can't see it, didn't you? But yeah, this is one I saw at the convention. Again, um, it was this one. It was the old one. But the thing is, again, by the time I walked in, it was end episode 2, and I didn't get into it. So I'm gonna probably watch this on my own. So yeah, because I am trying to get into older anime. What's this? I guess it's just the name. Anyways, yeah. I'm trying to get into older anime. So I guess this would be what I'm. I like fantasy. So uh, definitely for sure I'll get into that later off stream. Maybe I'll be in the retro stream when I get into it tomorrow.
Fun
We'll see.
part is she isn't wrong, but she is. She gaslights and lies directly in it, but you wouldn't know.
Here's the thing: what is she wrong? What is she isn't wrong about? Because she's just making whole doing like, come on.
Because I'm gonna have an even more fun time, and that's coming from someone that has recently got into ecchi. Notice how they're saying how they recently got into ecchi.
You do realize, you dumbass, the whole point of ecchi is to show the tatas. That's the whole point of ecchi, is to show the tatas, the booty. That's the whole point of ecchi. Like that's like going into freaking porn sites and then getting mad that they have you see a bunch of tits. It's like that's the whole fucking point.
Exactly the point. They're getting into ecchi and then they're complaining that it's got ecchi in it. Then don't watch the ecchi, you idiot. Older animes didn't treat you like a child. You act like a child. You have the brain of a child. It also, majority of the time, respected your time and didn't outrageous titles. Tell me you don't watch anime without telling me you don't watch anime, because there is... What do you mean titles? That's such like a nitpicky thing to complain about. Oh, the titles aren't done the way I like it.
Yeah, it's like basically saying that, oh, I get reincarnated as a refrigerator and I get it's like I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about, but it's like how does the title like yeah, that's a nitpick. I don't see how that has nothing to do with the series. That has nothing to do with the content in the series. It's just telling you what it is. I don't understand the whole outrageous titles. And here's the thing, respected your time. What do you mean by that?
And then Dragon Berserk, which by the way, Berserk has a lot of explicit adult things in it. Dude, there is some wild stuff in it. Wild stuff in
I
it.
agree with that as a person who is currently 200 chapters, well, a little over 200 chapters deep in Berserk. I can confirm, yeah, it has crazy shit in it.
Ghost in the Shell, there's some pretty raunchy, ecchi stuff in there.
Yes, there is. As a person who is watching the anime, I'm watching a new adaptation as we speak. Yes, it has some raunchy shit in it.
The new Ghost in the Shell follows the manga.
Especially the manga. Because in the manga, there's more like nipples and shit.
Correctly. While the old Ghost in the Shell is more of a takes parts of inspiration. That actually has some fan service in it, by the way.
I don't know about the Record of Lodoss Wars. The Slayers series, I've heard about it. I've heard about Slayers. I never got into it, but I heard about it.
Kind of a bit weird that they're naming that one, but yeah.
Yeah, Slayers. I've heard of Slayers. Cause I heard people talk. I heard like a content creator talk about. I've heard of Slayers. I just never got into it. That's the thing. It's a light novel. Yeah, Slayers. I never got into Slayers, but yeah. Don't drop the soap.
The hentai had a maturity about it. Name these animes that are problematic to you, because I bet you won't. But it's still better than a lot of the type today. Name them. Name them. You won't. You'll find one anime that's like redo a healer, and that will be
Yeah,
your
that's the
go-to.
thing.
And you'll be
That's the
like,
thing.
"Every anime-"
That's the thing. I don't. It's like you have to be more descriptive. What do you mean by this? Like, okay, it respected your time. Oh, it also majority of the time respected your time. Yeah, and that's perfect fucking grammar. That's number one. But it's like, what do you mean by that though? And also, yeah, titles thing, that's a nitpick. That's a bit of a nitpick. So it's like it didn't have nothing to do with the content inside the story. I don't really care. And then it's like, oh, even Golden Boy was goofy, but had crazy characters and elude raunchy events. But I was still better than a lot of that type today. But what you get again, you have to compare. That's the thing. You say, oh, it's a lot better than a lot of that type today. Compare it. Compare Golden Boy to things like Golden Boy and see which one's better. A lot of reason I stopped watching anime for years was due to it being a teen. Was due to everyone being a teen when nuance is taken out. Again, that's stupid. There was so much manga. Literally, City Hunter. The guy's a freaking guy in his 20s. Berserk. Guts is in his 20s. Like, what are we talking about? Thorfinn, we see him grow up from a guy from a teenager all the way to a fully grown adult. Listen, this is how you know that this person read a lot of fucking shonen. I don't care. He's talking about, oh, Trigun, oh, no, nah. You watch too much fucking shonen. Because even again, Berserk, the guy is not a freaking teenager. Trigun, I don't think Vash is even fucking human in Trigun. What are you talking about, bro?
It's like redo a healer or something.
And again, that's also stupid too. Just because the main cast are teens, doesn't mean there's no nuance in it. It's stupid. It's stupid to say that. Sorry, adult series don't inherently have nuance to it. Just like teens inherently do not have nuance. It's stupid to even think of something like that.
Example, because Mushoku Tensei, right? Because that's the new one they're going after. They'll grab one anime or two animes and they'll go every other anime. All thousands of animes are all the same because of these 2 years. That's how you know these people do not watch anime. They jump on a trend on social media. A lot of the reasons I had to stop watching anime for years was due to everyone being a teen, where numerous were taken. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about here. Again, just because the main cast would be teens, does not inherently take out nuance. It's stupid to think that.
I just got into ecchi. I stopped watching. Like, your story's contradicting itself. It's got holes in it, the same as hers.
Like, again, even like Attack on Titan, the main cast were teens and it had nuance in it. What the fuck are you talking about? Again, obviously AOT's a shit series, but to say it had no nuance in it, it's fucking stupid.
Nearly everything in anime now is fan service over the top. You've clearly not watched anime from back in the times.
Facts.
Like, again, the same thing she does. And treats the watcher like a kid. Again, you're acting like a kid because you have the brain capacity of a kid. And you want to see the first thing they have pinned? Anime is low IQ humans. Only good anime is, like, one anime.
Garzy's Wing in the dub. That's funny. What the fuck's Garzy's Wing? You know what? Every time I come these, I'm learning something new because I am trying to watch more anime every now and then. Garzy's Wing. Oh, it's a movie. Garzy's Wing is a 3-episode anime OVA based off of the volumes of number 1 and 2 of the 5-volume novel the same way. The protagonist, Chris, is whisked away to a parallel world. Oh, it's kind of like an isekai, while his physical body remains in his home world. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like isekai. Okay. Spiritual manifestation is thrust into a rebellion. He's a mystical power called Garzy's Wing, which causes long wings of light to come out his ankles, allowing him to fly and run quickly. I'm interested. I'm interested. Let me no, I'll remember it. Garzy's wing. I'll remember it. Should I take a picture of it just in case? Because who knows? Because I don't usually go back and watch my videos, so I might not remember this when I get back into it. No, I'll put it on my list. Where's my list? I have a long list. I don't. Do I, oh no. I don't know what my list is. Oh, I have it. There it is. There it is. Nope, that's not the list. Where's the list? It's a long list I had. Bleach. No. Netflix. No. No way I didn't delete it. I know for a fact I did not delete it because I had a long ass list. Oh shit, don't tell me it's gone. There's no I couldn't have I did not I know where I deleted it. Oh no, I have it. Okay, it's right here. Oh my god, but I was fucking panicking. Bro, my list is so long. What is wrong with me? My list is so freaking long. Okay, Garzy's wing. But I mean, I'm probably gonna remember it better because it's a recency bias. Garzy's wing. What was the one I watched called? Record of oh shit, fuck. Okay. I don't know how to go on history. How to go on history again? It's called Record of. Okay, so it's Command Y now. Why is it Command Y? Record of Lodosor. Record of Lodosor. Again, I'm probably gonna remember these better because it's recency bias, and obviously I like fantasy. I'm a big fan of fantasy, so I'm probably gonna remember this better than more than the others. I don't want to quit. Go home. Okay, so we're gonna finish this video. Then we're gonna watch Then we're gonna watch this.
In dub. That's it. So it's a grifter and a tourist. Yay! This is the audience that we've got to cater to. Gatekeep anime harder. Because these people don't like anime. They want to change anime to something that they don't even like. And they don't even watch it.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, first off, y'all are something else in this comments saying my man's got the cartoon baby tooth from Boss Baby.
That literally is though. He only has just one tooth.
That's a little extra. But what if I told you that this proves to you how important teeth are? And here's exactly why. A lot of people be commenting me, talking to me, saying, Ventus, why did they leave one tooth behind? I mean, they already pulled all the other teeth. He's in dentures. Why wouldn't you just pull all of them? Well, the answer is because that is how important teeth are. They have so much importance that you just don't know how important they are until they're gone. Even just the sensory input of being able to feel the tooth actually activating the bone and the nerves and the blood supply, everything is super important into like biting pressure and can you bite down? Are you biting on your lips? Are you biting on your cheeks? A bunch of different things like that. Now in his case also, that one tooth is adding what we call retention, letting that thing snap up into place and hold on better.
So it's basically just like a thing that sticks on. But again, okay. I was about to say, because he has only one tooth on the top tooth. By that logic, he should have one on the bottom one as well. But who's to say? I'm not a dentist. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna doubt his word. He's a he's a dentist.
A few of the things that are part of your platform, and I want to ask you, just give me sort of a true or false on these. Abolish the Senate. True. Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Abolish ICE. Absolutely.
Of course.
Abolish borders and give amnesty to anyone currently.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna watch this video, then we're gonna end this stream. I was gonna watch the freaking the Mizu video when they're reacting to the Fearin thing, but it's way too fucking long, and I'm not gonna do that one.
In the U.S. illegally. As a long-term plan, yep. Defund the Pentagon. Absolutely.
Of course.
Abolish prisons, at least in large part. Yeah, again, that as part of a long-term program, yeah.
That doesn't matter. It's a yes or no question. It's like, oh, it's a long-term program. It doesn't matter. That's still a goal that you guys want to do. Regardless if it's a long-term program, that's still a goal that you want to do, which is fucking psychotic, by the way. Because by that logic, what's the punishment then? What if somebody does a crime? What's the punishment then? Just amnesty? What, probation?
Okay, so no prisons. Government or public ownership of most large corporations. Yeah, absolutely.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, we got to talk about this pretty wild interview featuring the co-chair of the Democratic Socialists of America by the name of Megan Romer. Now, this woman has went viral because she went on Fox News and basically confirmed that Democrats, and I'm saying this because Democrats are in bed with Democratic Socialists. Okay?
They are. It's so funny because they don't want to associate with them. That's the thing. They will only want to associate with them until until they want to get elected. Once they want to get elected, yeah, okay, yeah, we're not friends. That's basically how it is.
Okay, they're all the same now. Okay.
And by the way, just seeing that guy with that one tooth, bro, that's like me, like, bro. Listen. When I get older, I want to have all of my teeth, all of them. I can't imagine being 50 or 60 after using dentures or missing teeth. I want to make sure I have all of my teeth, bro. That's why when I finish this stream, I'm going upstairs and brushing my teeth. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going up there and brushing my damn teeth. Especially just like I just had an apple juice too. I probably use the bathroom after this too. My bladder's probably telling me, yo, bro, calm down with the damn juice.
That they all believe the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs radical, insane policies that Republicans, conservatives, people like myself have been saying that these people believe in for a long time now. Okay?
Yeah, is that some of them are they don't want to openly say it because they know that it hurts the election. So that's why it's always that Trojan horse where it's like, hey, we're gonna act all like what's that one? We're gonna act all moderate and centrist until we get into office. Then we can reveal our true colors. That's how it always is.
And this is now causing panic within the Democrat Party because you have individuals that realize that, okay, these people are going to lose elections. They're going to lose general elections. These people are Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs insane. And when asked to explain what they believe and why they believe what they believe, they can't really even explain it because clearly these people haven't even thought through what they believe. Because if you listen to them explain what they believe, clearly they have no clue whatsoever how the
here's the thing, they have no clue about the consequences of their policies. They just want it because it sounds nice on paper. Yeah, sure, it sounds nice on paper until you actually put it into motion. Then you realize how bad it really is.
Real world works. Like, for example, when this guy in his interview confronted this socialist about taxing millionaires, right? It is very clear in this woman's answer that she does not understand how taxation actually works and the role and the importance of having billionaires and millionaires in order to fund all the socialist projects that she demands that we fund. Take a look.
Do you believe there should be millionaires in this country?
I'm less concerned about millionaires, more concerned about billionaires. I don't have like a hard line where it's where
how
you're
much
good
I
or
guess
you're
what I'm
bad.
asking is how much is too much?
Yeah, I think the question is less about how much is too much and more about what are you doing to keep and maintain and get that wealth in the first place. I think most billionaires got their wealth because they exploited the working class in some very significant way, usually. Are we exploiting people is the bigger question, as opposed to some sort of arbitrary red line of you can have this much money or not have that much money. But we do believe in taxing the hell out of millionaires. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what does taxing the hell out of them mean?
Yeah, you know, I don't have like a solid, but I think,
But shouldn't you? I mean,
That's a good-
if you're the
that's a good
co-chair,
question.
if you're the co-chair of the DSA, shouldn't you be more specific than just taxing the hell out of something? What exactly do you mean?
so again, it's democracy, right? And we have to look at what we need to spend and what we need. We don't want to depend on the existence of millionaires because that means people are still getting exploited. So yeah, we need to look at what we need to pay for in the interim, what sort of tax base we need for that to happen, and then and build from there.
And at this point, they are a reflection of the Democrat Party, right? This is why you have even the socialists like Bernie Sanders and others coming back and trying to backtrack, right? Or a lot of the stuff, a lot of the policy positions that these radical lunatics have openly taken on national television.
Yeah, because
Are you comfortable with El Said having a close association?
yeah, because again, it's an unpopular thing because everyone knows that even Democrats are kind of iffy on socialism. So it's like, it will basically hurt your career in the long term if you do accept it. I'm sorry, I'm just downloading something while I'm talking. Luckily it's on. Shit, I have so. I don't. This guy is like this man's like keeps on like. I don't know if you guys heard that. This guy keeps on updating, like he keeps on updating the fucking game like damn near like 24/7. I like it though. I like he's updating it, but it's like, jeez, at least notify a nigga. What these bitches want from my nigga? Shout out to Ezio 45. Not Ezio 85. Freaking such a good skit, man. What these bitches want from my nigga? Okay, let's go.
With him, given some of his past statements. To give you an example, one of the more controversial ones is that Piker has said America deserved 9/11. Are you comfortable with that association?
No, I am not. I think that's a dumb statement. On the other hand, he has a whole lot of followers, and there's a lot of things that he's saying that are making sense to a lot of people.
Yeah, and here's the thing. That's the thing. He is saying yes. Basically, Bernie is saying it's stupid. It's a stupid thing to say out loud, but that's basically what he's doing. He's putting the but. He's saying, oh, however, he's a lot. Yeah, it's basically, yes, Hassan's a fucking lunatic, but he has a lot of followers. And because there's a lot of followers, all of those followers can become voters. Again, bro. That's
I think, we have to get above cancel culture. When you're doing radio, whatever they do, podcasts 3 hours a day, you say dumb things. I suspect if you go back over your career, there may be one or two things that you said that you may have regretted. But I think
I don't think Hassan regrets it. I think he is saying that truthfully. I don't think he regrets that shit whatsoever.
What we have got to do is look at the totality of where people are coming from and go.
I want you to listen to what he told Pod Save America.
No serious person that I know who is running for office believes in quote-unquote defunding the police. Do we need police reform? Do we need to get rid of racism within police departments? Absolutely. Are there jobs that other people can be doing in terms of mental health, drug addiction that now falls on a cop's shoulders? Yeah, I think.
Oh no.
But nobody I know, believes in defunding the police.
Do we need to disinvest in police? But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes, I support the reallocation of resources from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD to youth initiatives and social services.
They are talking about reducing the allocation of resources to that department. And I think every single city in this country ought to be thinking about the same thing.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
There's no reason the police budget should just keep growing and growing and growing. They can make sensible cuts to policing.
We propose
to redirect over $7 million from the Police Bureau.
That our city, through our city administrative officer, identified $250 million in cuts.
Rashida Tlaib tweeting, "No more policing, incarceration, and militarization. It can't be reformed."
When they're saying defund the police, what are they saying? They're saying we want fundamental, basic change when it comes to policing. And they're right.
We are reallocating funds. The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled.
Do you think that's true? Because there are some candidates that are running right now that have previously called for defunding the police.
I mean, in the Democratic Party and in Congress, we oftentimes talk about people voting their district. Obviously, there are some parts of the United States back in 2020 that had some reckoning to do in regards to what it looked like to have a public safety that centered actually safer communities. For us in Minneapolis, with the murder of George Floyd, we had to have a deeper conversation about what really it looked like for us to address public safety here. We had a police department that was essentially problematic. And when that conversation becomes nationalized, then you sort of get the kind of messaging that gets sort of lost in the void. Minneapolis has come a long way. We still have a long way to go. And I think that is sort of what Bernie was speaking to. People essentially do want safer communities. People want the issues that exist with certain police departments, like the Minneapolis Police Department, to be addressed. And people want to have trust in those that seek to serve and protect them.
But do you think it's accurate that as he put it, he said, no serious person I know who's running for office believes in quote unquote defunding the police? Do you think that's true?
I mean, when he says that, I think he's talking about someone putting forth a piece of legislation. And to that regard, I would say that he is right. I haven't seen any pieces of legislation or ordinances come through in the United States.
That doesn't matter if it's okay. You're saying, oh, but there's no piece of legislation that says that, but just like that doesn't mean they don't think that though. Just because they never put it on paper doesn't mean they don't think that.
Since 2020.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Now, the issue with Democrats trying to walk back what they've said before in the past, specifically about...
It's because, you know why? Because now they radicalized the freaking lunatics, and now the lunatics don't want that. And if the Democrats are gonna walk back on that, then it's gonna make them seem like hypocrites, and it's gonna make the Democrats look bad. So they have no choice but to comply with the whole defund of the police thing in order to get their votes. Because guess what? As what Greg says, they want power.
Some of these issues that they're in bed with the far left on is the fact that the far leftists don't care about the politics of getting reelected or elected, right? These people have gone full mask off. This is what we believe, and because this is what they're willing to say on national television, it doesn't matter if Democrats claim that, oh, we really don't believe that. These are the people that you're trying to appeal to, right?
Yeah, again, as I said, it will make them look bad, because if they actually say, oh, it's just a lie, then guess what? The far left are gonna say, oh, you're a freaking hypocrite, you're a liar. And it's just, again, oh my goodness, it's just a whole can of worms that they're digging themselves into a deeper hole as they continue to go back and go, as they're trying to go backtrack and I don't know, man. It's like one step forward, two steps back type shit. It's just like they say something that's pretty like common sense, and then they'll walk back on a statement because they want to appease to the far left, because the majority of that fucking left party are so far left.
These are the people who are campaigning and claiming that, hey, we're the real Democrats, right? The other Democrats, well, they're blue MAGA, right? They're MAGA light, right? This is what they claim, right? Diet MAGA. This is what they claim, okay? So when you're in bed with these lunatics, the lunatics don't care. They're going to say whatever, right? And when they come out and they say what they say, and Democrats, again, openly, are in bed with these people, right? Trying to get their votes, trying to appeal to them, right? Saying that, hey, yeah, these people are welcome our party, right? We're a big tent, right? When they do that, again, you are attached to whatever somebody like this lunatic says on national television. Again, the co-chair of the Democratic Socialists of America, right? She's going to be confronted on these issues in regards to what she actually believes. And I think that it is pretty appropriate to extrapolate that what this woman says is what the Democrats agree with, right? Because they're open to allowing this poison in their party because they want to stop Trump, right? But the problem is that this monster that they've created is going to come for Democrats, right? It's going to eat them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I think what might have disturbed some people who were watching that Fox clip, there was a certain kind of, breezy, yeah, I'm for that, and there was no detail at all. And when you come to an issue like prison abolition, and just say, yep, I'm for that, or defund the police, sure, I'm for that, it was a little startling. Now, it might have been the form of the show, so let's flip the switch here and dig down a little. What do you mean by prison abolition? We've had on this show Michelle Alexander, who wrote The New Jim Crow, and plenty of people in the Democratic Party, even in the establishment, have rejected mass incarceration, and some things have been done to bring it down. What does prison abolition mean to you?
So again, let's start from first principles, right? What do we need? We need safety.
Let's not begin from first principles. Let's begin from what is to be done, to use a Leninist phrase.
Yeah.
Give me some.
Yeah, AK, give me the details, bro. Give me the actual details. Don't just say surface level bullshit. Just give me the details. How are you gonna implement it if you do get into office?
Marxist theory, right? Don't do that. Tell me exactly what policy you're for, right? Exactly what you want, okay? What do you advocate for, okay? Cut through the nitty-gritty, the BS with these people.
No, I mean, I think you have to start from first principles, and that is the core of this. We need community safety. We need people to be safe. We need people to be able to live their lives without fear of being assaulted, without fear of being robbed, without fear of violence. What communities do we know are the safest? It's not communities with cops on every corner. It's communities that have good schools, good jobs, good park systems, good recreation for their teenagers, things like that. Those are the safe communities.
You're also forgetting demographics, right? You're forgetting that very important part about these safe communities, right? Is that demographically, they're probably not the most diverse. They're probably not the most diverse, okay? To be honest with you, okay? But what this woman fails to understand, okay, is that culture plays a part in why those communities are allowed to have less policing, okay? But policing in and of itself is necessary because you will have people who commit crimes, and those people need to be locked up. They need to be punished in order to prevent crime, right? In order to stop crime, okay? However, you cannot have a community like the one she just described without having a safe community first, without having policing, without having law and order, okay? When you have chaos, that is what creates poverty, because it's hard for you to have economic opportunity when you're living in chaos, when you're living in a world where you don't have policing, when you're abolishing prisons, which is what this woman agrees with, right?
What does defunding the police mean in your mind?
Every year, police budgets go up. Every year, there's a backlog of rape kits that don't get tested.
Should they be maintained?
I am not in favor of getting rid of police entirely tomorrow.
No, defunding the police.
Yeah, but you said it's a long-term goal. Like that's what that fucking social leader said. It's like, oh yeah, it's a long-term thing. So that means that as time goes on, you are gonna defund them bit by bit. It's still a goal. Doesn't matter if it's short-term or long-term. That is still a goal that you have. Is it or is it not?
Means no funding. I think that's.
I don't think so.
English.
I think it means taking funding back and moving it elsewhere, right? So pulling some of that funding back.
To what
and moving
extent?
it elsewhere.
So defunding, right? That's what.
That is what it is. You're still defunding. You can say you can take away $1. That's still defunding them. Even if it's a small degree, that is still defunding them regardless. At this point, we're just playing semantics. Oh, I'm not gonna defund them that much, but no, the whole point is you're defunding them regardless of how much you're taking away. That's still defunding them. It doesn't matter if you take $10, $5, $1, a penny. You're still defunding them, regardless.
It means taking away funds, right, from police. That's what it means.
To the extent to which we are fully funding social services, to which
Yeah, but then again, how are you gonna do that? Because again, yeah, you have to rely a lot on the rich. You have to rely a lot on you have to increase the taxes high because obviously if it's government owned, government needs money, and guess where they get the money from? The taxes. So it's like they're double paying. The common folk are double paying, bro. Not only they're paying the stores. Like they're paying. The stores are gonna keep running using your money, so it doesn't matter if you don't even pay for anything from the store. They still also take your money.
we are fully funding schools, lunch programs for kids, after school programs for kids. Communities should be clean and they should be safe. We should be funding putting trees up so people have more.
I don't think
Oh, who's gonna do that? You're gonna have to pay people, buddy.
anybody's going to argue about any of that, trees or anything of the like.
Well,
but-
I'll argue against it because, again, this is the ass backwards mentality of these socialists. They think that throwing money at all these programs is what solves crime, right? They'll stop violence, and that's just not true, right? Again, they discount they discount, again, demographics. They discount things that actually really matter, that factor into this stuff. They really do believe that, well, see, if we just had more after-school programs, kids would commit less crime, right? If they just had more money, they commit less crime. And I personally don't buy into that, right? I don't buy into it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, these people claim that we need to, quote unquote, fully fund all of these things before we fund policing, right? And again, I think that the flaw in their logic here is this belief that the root cause of crime is poverty. And I think she discounts the fact that, again, human nature, there are people who are just bad people. There are people who are born basically to be criminals, right? Who are career criminals. And it doesn't matter if there are legitimate opportunities, because there are legitimate opportunities in a lot of these crime-ridden places, right? But people just choose to commit crimes, right? They choose to be criminals. So when you throw money at stuff like this, first and foremost, I mean, like, what does fully funded mean, right? What does that actually mean? These people, again, they'll throw all of your money, all your tax dollars at their socialist projects. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I think what I fundamentally kind of disagree is that I think, yes, poverty does contribute to crime. I think that is true. But also, crime contributes to poverty. I think that you have to weed out crime first, right, before you can create economic opportunity, which means that you need more policing. You need to actually hold people accountable and throw them in jail, right? Get rid of the violent people, the people who don't allow economic opportunity to flourish in a neighborhood or in a community. You need to get rid of those people, and then you build from that. You can't build on top of a community that is full of criminals, right? You can't do that. They're just going to steal the resources that you throw at the problem. This is what's happening in Chicago, right? There are a ton of resources, millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars that go into these so-called black communities. But again, crime is still an issue. It's still a problem. The resources get stolen, right? That's what happens by the criminals, and the government as well too. Who, a lot of these people are actually criminals too, right?
They're concerned.
But they do. Because there's always more money for the police budgets, and there is never money for how do we just literally make our communities safer, nicer, healthier, and that does come.
But you have to realize that police are one of are a big factor into that. You can't just say, "Oh, we want a community to be safer, but let's defund the police." That sounds so counterintuitive. You need police are a big factor into keeping communities safe. Like to say it's not a factor, it's just dumb.
Megan, why do you
We say
think-
we don't
why do
have
you
enough
think-
money.
why
Yeah,
do
she
you
just fundamentally doesn't think that police make communities safer, right? She just doesn't believe that. And that's why she's saying what she's saying.
A number of politicians in your orbit who use the rhetoric of defund the police have kind of taken it back or muffled it or gotten rid of it entirely.
I think you see, different phrasings of the same idea. And, if we're just talking about branding, I think that's not really the exercise we need to be spending a bunch of time on. I think we need to be talking to people about, like, what makes your community safe? And that is how DSA functions. We have a million conversations on the door. We are out in the communities actually changing minds. Democrats really
Yeah, not in a good way.
they like a slogan. They like an ad. They like a mailer.
you've made an argument for abolishing the Senate, and
Yeah. So you see that, you heard that. Does anybody really believe that this woman knows anything at all about community safety, right? Or how to make a community safe, right? I don't think so. Again, look at all these liberal cities being run by these radical lunatics. Look at Seattle, right? Look at what's going on there with all the crime and the chaos going on, right? They're revolting against the socialist mayor who believes in all the same things that this woman believes in, right? And they swept it down that this stuff works, but they don't have any examples to point to, right? Where they can show us that this stuff works. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't work. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Democrats are not going to be able to run away from this because
It's too late because again, the far leftists they are basically radicalized into agreeing with these type of policies, and if the Democrats are walking back on it, then guess what? You're gonna have the socialists gonna come out and say, you know what, guys, since the establishment doesn't want to fucking go with our policies, we're gonna fucking take over their we're gonna take over their fucking party. So again, which they already slowly are doing, obviously with the Seattle and Montgomery and all that shit. So they're slowly doing it bit by bit. So again, it's basically Frankenstein's monster. They created fucking Frankenstein's monster, and Frankenstein's monster say, "Hey, do this shit, do all this stuff, do this thing for me, or else, I ruin your life." And obviously, they're being ass backwards, basically trying to do two things at once, and it's like, yeah, no, you can't do that, buddy.
lunatics have a platform now, right? Back in 2016 and even in 2020 to a certain extent, okay, podcasts were not as big, right? Everybody didn't have a platform. You may have had a voice, but you didn't necessarily have a platform. Now there's so many people that have a platform, again, thanks to podcasts, thanks to YouTube, thanks to the growth of social media. The Democrats can't put the genie back in his bottle, right? They can come out here all they want and try to backtrack and say, oh, we don't really believe in defund the police, even though all of them say they want to defund the police, right? We don't really believe in that. No serious person running for office believes in that, right? You can say that all you want. But because you've chosen to get in bed with Democratic socialists, they now speak for the Democrat Party, right? Whether Democrats like it or not, whether they want to admit it or not, this woman, this plus-size socialist here, right, who can't really articulate why is it that we should tax the hell out of millionaires, right, and what that actually means, yeah, she's the thought leader of the Democrat Party. She's the one that comes up with the big ideas, right? This is who they go to. And that's where the Democrat Party's headed. This is where they're at. So believe these people. Republicans, if they were smart, they would be taking this woman and they would say, this is the leader of the Democrat Party right here, right? This is the leader of the Democrat Party. You just clipped this whole interview. It's a big Republican ad. The whole thing, right? The whole thing is a Republican ad.
Yeah, it's so funny. She hates socialism, but look what she has on. You know, microphone, headphones, this whole little Japanese little thing in the background. You don't need that shit. That's for everybody, not for you.
So, I personally believe that this is going to backfire heavily on Democrats. I think, if not the midterms, definitely in 2028. But again, we're going to see, right? We're going to see. All I know is that the more this woman talks, the worse it gets.
Yeah, and let's see if fucking Stephen A. and Bill Maher are gonna fucking back their shit up. Because they're saying, yeah, we're not gonna fucking vote for them if they do this shit. Let's see what really would happen. But, yeah. It's 2 o'clock, guys. I think it's time to, short Gabe solo stream.
Can work.
Okay, he's by himself. Alright, guys. R.I.P. Bernie Mac. Yeah. I think it's time to end it here. I had fun. Anyways, yeah, Otakuthon was fun. Would I go there next year? Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Tomorrow's stream is probably gonna be some retro stuff. We might watch those new ones. The Warden's thing and the record of in the Legolas War. I'm more interested in the latter because I did see it a little bit on the anime thing, but I didn't see it completely. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Twitch tomorrow, guys. So I'll put the little video live on Twitch, whatever. I'm gonna put it on. I just put it on there. I'm gonna be live on Twitch tomorrow. I'm gonna get set up now. So that way I'm not gonna get set up now, but I'm gonna change the streaming thing to Twitch now, so that way I don't have to fucking do it when I get ready. So I'm ending right here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day or night.